A very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to East London. This is the scene in Stratford at the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, home of the 2012 Olympic and Paralympic Games, and our wonderful host this week for the 2019 World Para Swimming Championships. This is the scene live in London at the moment. It is looking resplendent, is the London Aquatic Centre. A glorious sunny Tuesday afternoon in the south of England. A pleasure to have you with us inside the London Aquatic Centre. The crowd is starting to fill up. The pool is empty and ready, and our athletes are raring to go on the second day of these World Para Swimming Championships. We saw 5 world records blown away last night on night 1. What does night 2 have in store for us? Stephen Jameson and Liz Johnson with you once again for the coverage this evening. Plenty of support in the stands from Ukraine to Ireland and everywhere in between and further afield. The supporters are ready. I'm sure the athletes are as well. And Liz, so are we. We cannot wait to get going. What a night of finals in prospect.
Oh, we have some brilliant finals. There's a lot of backstroke tonight. We'll start with the S5s of the 200 freestyle, then backstroke to the S9s, the S8s, on to that 100 freestyle for the S6 swimmers before we move to our first 200 individual medleys of this World Championships, those SM10s, then some butterfly for the S12, some backstroke again for the S14s, back to the freestyle for the S4s, and then some 400-metre freestyle, as we had some yesterday, then back to some backstroke, so finishing with a very exciting mixed 20-point relay medley.
Yeah, but the heat for that this morning really gave us an idea of how good that race could be.
Yeah, and yesterday was definitely, we started with a freestyle day, I feel. Today we've coined as the backstroke day. Obviously you're always going to have some other events speckled in, but it is nice when you get into a rhythm and you start to see a lot of the same stroke.
Yeah, the crowd are getting ramped up by the in-venue announcer here. And we cannot wait to get going tonight. Plenty of interest for the host nation, who had a wonderful opening day. So too did plenty of nations, the likes of Russia and Italy, China too. We saw so much fantastic racing, and it's time to go again. This man had a wonderful opening day. Mohamed Zulkifli of Malaysia broke an Asian record twice yesterday. Sebastian Rodriguez, one of 3 Spanish swimmers in our opening race. He is 62 years young, one of the all-time greats. Ahmed Hashad of Egypt is part of an Egyptian team which is breaking new ground at this championships. African records falling galore for those from North Africa. Luis Huerta Potha is the second of 3 Spanish in this one. Artur Kubasov is the first Russian athlete of the night. They top the medal table after day 1. Théo Curin of France is in lane 3. He looked excellent today, but he's got his work cut out to stop the following 2 athletes. Francesco Bocciado already has a bronze, already has a silver at these championships. Doesn't take a genius to work out what he's missing and what he's after. He's got this man in his way, though. Antoni Ponce Bertran of Spain. He cannot wait to go tonight. He lost his world record and his world title last night in the 50 fly. He's determined to make up for that tonight. In the men's 200 metres freestyle S5 final, Rodriguez, Huerta Potha, Curin, Ponce Bertran, Bocciado, Kubasov, Hashad and Zulkifli. Athletes completing their final preparations down on the poolside. Pre-race nerves abound for our first final of the night.
Well, there we see 3 athletes starting in the water, the remaining 5 going off the block, and it shouldn't hinder the 2 favourites after the heats in those centre lanes. European champion Francesco Bocciardo and Antonio Ponce of Spain, the bronze medalist in those European championships. We saw the heats this morning, Bocciardo coming in after a busy day yesterday, a silver medal and a bronze medal. He had 50 freestyle, he had 100 breaststroke, and today he's gone for that distance event, the 200 freestyle. It's the furthest that these S5 swimmers can swim. He had 10 seconds off of his, easily in the bag from his entry time and his fastest time in the world this year with his heats from this morning. So we know that he's got a lot in the tank. We also know he's in very good form. We saw that yesterday. He set the world record last year in Dublin at those European Championships. That stands at 2:23.65. So he'll be chasing that. But he'll be looking, as you said, Steve, to add that gold medal to his collection, to complete a collection for these champs. And there he turns to the halfway point. In 1:10.8, that's good speed. A lot of these S5 swimmers tend to even split the race or not have a lot of drop-off because they build into the length, they build momentum through the arms, and we can see there Bocciardo just has a slightly higher stroke rate than Ponce Bertrand, but that great air shot where we see Ponce Bertrand has got a slightly longer, stronger, more powerful stroke, but as I said, his rate is nowhere near as high as the Italian lead in this field.
Yeah, Bocciardo looking oh so strong here. He won the 400 meter freestyle S6 in Rio. He's since been reclassified after the World Championships in Mexico a couple of years ago. And here he heads towards a gold medal.
Well, the gold medal doesn't look in doubt at this stage, but there's a real battle on behind Ponce Bertrand for that bronze medal that is up for grabs. After the heat swims this morning, it was very open. Thierry Courin of France is going head-to-head with Artur Kubasov of Russia for that bronze, but the man who's going to take this title is indeed Francesco Bocciardo of Italy in a brilliant 2:24.11.
Brand new championship record for Francesco Bocciardo. Antonio Ponce Bertrand, 8.7 seconds back. Bocciardo dominating that one from start to finish. Bronze was close, but it is the Frenchman Théo Curant who gets there to get himself onto the podium. Bocciardo, after one night and one event of this World Championships, has one of every colour. He's gone from bronze to silver, now to gold, and this time in a championship record effort.
Well, he got away well and he never looked back. We started last night's finals with a gold medal for Italy from Antonio Fantini in that S6 400 meter freestyle, and we have followed suit tonight.
2:24.11 the time for Bocciardo, quickest in the world this year. And he lived up to that billing. Here's the moment where he became world champion for the first time this year. The way he's swimming this week, don't count on it being the last. Here's the confirmed results then in the men's 200 meter freestyle S5 final. It's gold for Italy and Francesco Bocciardo in a championship record time. Antonio Ponce Bertrand of Spain claims a silver medal. Théo Curant of France takes bronze. Our next event is the women, and plenty of British interest in this one. And you're about to hear exactly why. This is a stacked field. They were expecting a really good race in this one. Zhang Li of China goes in lane 8 on the outsides. Joana Maria Giugiara, the silver, is also on the outside for Brazil. Here comes Mayumi Narita of Japan, a year removed from the Tokyo Paralympic Games. She will be desperate to be there. Chen Xuntong of China goes in lane 2, 3:05.84 for her this morning. Monica Boccioni has plenty of pedigree at international level, had a wonderful championships 2 years ago in Mexico City. Inbal Pizarro is the European champion over this distance and in this event. But she had 2 qualify quicker this morning. Tully Kearney of Great Britain. Already a world champion this week. Ariana Talamona was magnificent this morning. A championship record in her heat. What a swim it was. She's never won a world or a Paralympic medal. Is that about to change tonight?
Well, this lineup has been built for a really intense battle in the middle. There's potential, but could one of those athletes, either Ariana Talamona of Italy or Tully Kearney of Great Britain, really just set the gauntlet out right from the start? Because this world record in this category has stood for 19 years since the Sydney Paralympic Games, Beatrice Hess of France. And this morning, we saw both athletes in those 2 centre lanes really challenge in the first 100 and then ease back as Tully Kearney comes into this first 50 metres. We know she's got the speed. She's the new world champion in that sprint freestyle event from last night. But 200 metres is a 4 times the distance, so will she hold on? But she's not holding back here, and we know that the crowd is in to support her in this home world championships.
Yeah, for sure. Tully has been so confident this week. Seems full of zest when she's been making her way to the pool side, been enjoying her swims, whether it be heats or finals. Yet to really taste disappointment at these championships. That world record that Liz mentioned, held by Beatrice Hess. Paralympic legend, really. 20 Paralympic gold medals. She set 9 world records in Sydney. 19 years is an era for a world record to stand in para swimming. But Tully Kearney here, going out in the first 100 at 1:18.96, is flying.
Yeah, and she'll be looking to hold that. The Manchester-based athlete, she did a lot of training with Paralympic champion of the past, Matthew Walker, up at Citi Manchester Aquatic Centre, and now she's moved back down to the High Performance Centre to train with another Olympic legend, Graham Smith. So she knows she's done the work to hold on, and she's given herself a great chance down this 150, but she's still got to make it back in 42 seconds.
This would be an incredible swim. The crowd are starting to sense it inside the London Aquatic Centre. Ariana Talamona, silver in Dublin last year. Her career best was back in Funchal. She's on for her first ever world medal, but she's not going to catch Tully Kearney, I don't think, into the final 20 metres here for Kearney. Keep an eye on that clock. 2:44 is what Tully wants to be inside. She's going to go very, very close here. Into the final few metres she comes. Tully Kearney is just going to miss out on the world record, but gets the world championship title. She's 2 from 2. Kearney at the double in London. 2:46.92, a monster time. Italy takes silver and bronze. It's a championship record for Tully Kearney. She's putting her family through the ringer, but they're loving every minute of it. It's another gold for one of Britain's finest.
Well, Tully Kearney there, what a swim, championship record. She's had to readjust her personal best times, but that is her best showing now in this 200 metres freestyle in the S5 category, and she's deservedly delighted with that gold medal. Really, that first 100 metres is what set her up for that great time, and you know, that world record, it might not last for too much longer.
You'd struggle to get better support than Tully Kearney has enjoyed at this championships. You'd struggle to see better swimming than Tully Kearney as well. A championship record for Britain's now two-time world champion Arianna Talamona, and Monica Boggioni will join her on the podium. The first ever world medal for Arianna Talamona in silver. Well, what a start to the night in the 200 freestyle S5 finals. I have a feeling we're only just getting warmed up.
Yeah, this men's 100 metre backstroke S9 is going to be exciting. It is loaded.
Yeah, you can say that again. Here come the athletes then. Brendan Hall in lane 8. Whenever you see someone like Brendan Hall in lane 8 and this man coming up in lane 1, Tamás Toth of Hungary, just gives you an idea of the standard of the field. Both of them seasoned international campaigners. Jesse Reynolds joins his oceanic rival over on that far side. In lane 7, Zhu Kong of China goes in lane 2. These swimmers all separated by around about 3 seconds this morning from outside to in. That is the Russian Bogdan Mozgovoy. He looked very good this morning. And here comes Simone Barlam of Italy. Magnificent yesterday. One of the performances of the championship so far in winning his freestyle event. Timothy Hodge goes in 5. And the reigning defending world champion Hugo Didier of France. So a championship record this morning. And he goes in lane 4. Absolutely loaded. Toth, Zhu, Mozgovoy, Didier, Hodge, Barlam, Reynolds and Hall. The men's 100 metre backstroke S9 final. There's Tim Hodge making his preparations, made his international debut on these shores in Glasgow 4 years ago, still just 18 years of age. Coming of age quite nicely as the Australian, 4 golds at the Pan Pacs last year. He'll be in the mix. There's the defending champion.
Well, the medals really could come from anywhere across the pool in this men's S9 100 metres backstroke. Paralympic champion up in lane 1, Brendan Hall, Commonwealth champion out in lane 8. And this morning we saw Hugo Didier go European record time to qualify fastest in this final. But it was Simone Barlam in that blue cap of Italy, who you can see leading the way, who had the European record before, and he will want that back as he comes into this turn. 29.3, he's got 0.7 of an advantage over Mozgovoy, who he beat into bronze in that 100 metre freestyle. But here comes Tim Hodge, looking for his opportunity. Silver medalist at those Commonwealth Games last year, looking to get on his first World Championship podium. Simone Barlam looking strong, but in lane 3 is Mozgovoy, who's trying to come back.
Simone Barlam then, usually a freestyle specialist. Is he about to double up here with a backstroke gold as well? He is on fire! a world record. Someone stop Simone Barlam of Italy. He is unstoppable at the moment. What an incredible couple of days in the young life of Simone Barlam. 4 European golds last year. He makes his entrance on the world stage, and it looks like this is his home. Second and third were oh so close, but absolutely no doubt about it, a brand new world record for Simone Barlam as he doubles up his achievement last night. Silver has gone to Hugo Didier of France, who swam quicker than this morning. Only 800ths out the old world record himself. Tim Hodge picks up a world bronze. Zhu Kong in 5th with an Asian record. In the end, 2 places off the podium. Liz, Italy have had an incredible championship so far. Simone Barlam epitomises that better than anyone.
Yeah, what a swim there. That world record from Justin Zuk, that was the old time, was a bit of a freak time. Justin Zuk didn't spend long in that category. He went back up to an S10, and so it has stood since 2012 that time. But we saw then how much Simone Barlam wanted that. But a word to Hugo Didier, because, quite frankly, it was an incredible swim for second.
It really was. Doesn't come much better than that for second place from Hugo Didier. The nature of this event means we have to roll on. There's still plenty more to come. And what a race we have in prospect here. We talk about loaded fields. Amy Marin and Zofia Konkeli well at home in a world final. So too is Lena Vats in lane 7. Steph Millward re-enters the stage here in London. What memories she has of this pool from 2012. Elizabeth Smith of the USA will be hoping to kick off their medal rush on day number 2. Maria Marquez Soto had that magnificent World Championships 2 years ago in Mexico. Perennial medal contender. Ellie Cole has been there and done it. Multiple Paralympic Championships. Speaking of been there and done it, scarcely comes better than Sophie Pascoe. Still only 26, 9 Paralympic gold medals to her name. She kicked off her career in Beijing as a 15-year-old over 10 years ago. Konkeli, Millward, Marquez Soto, Pascoe, Cole, Smith, Vats and Marin. The women's 100-metre backstroke S9 final.
Well, another exciting race in store here. Again, medals could come from anywhere. If someone gets it right and someone else gets it wrong, there really could be a shock result.
Been an incredible start to the night. We kicked off yesterday evening with an early world record. I'm sure you'll all remember. From Jiang Yuyan. Kick off day number 2 with an equally stunning swim. What's Sophie Pascoe got in her locker, I wonder? Championship record this morning. Ellie Cole in lane 5, her main challenger.
Well, they're all away pretty evenly. There we can see above Ellie Cole is Lizzie Smith of the Americas. It gets the best start, playing to advantage, using that underwater kick. She's fresh in off the Pan American Games in Lima. She won a gold medal in this event here, so she's in good form. But really, the class of the field is in those 3 centre lanes, and that black cat of New Zealand and Sophie Pascoe. She is the lady with the target on her back. She is the one that they all want to beat.
They come towards home. Sophie Pascoe leads by clear daylight in front of Maria Marquez Soto and Ellie Cole. She set a championship record this morning for the S9 class. Sophie Pascoe with 108.56. The world record she set earlier on this year back in Auckland in June is 107.41. she will have her eye on that time as she comes into the final 15 metres here. Sophie Pascoe has won everything there is to win, but seems to be just getting quicker. In she comes, and we're about to do 2 in 2. Sophie Pascoe, 107.49, a fraction outside world record pace, but another brand new championship record, another gold medal for a collection which just carries on growing for New Zealand's greatest ever Paralympian. Sophie Pascoe is a world champion once again.
Well, Sophie always walks out from the tunnel supremely focused, headphones on, death stare down the pool. She really gets in her zone and has learned to just focus on her own swimming and race against the clock. And there we see a superb stroke from her. She uploaded a drill the other day on her Instagram account where she was swimming and her beaker was on this forehead, no water coming out of it, and we know how hard she works and how pleased she is to win another major championship race.
She won 3 golds and 3 silvers in London in 2012. This pool is full of incredible memories for Sophie Pascoe, and this week she's making plenty more. A fantastic performance from the Kiwi. We're still waiting for the official time results to come through from the officials here in London. We'll get you those as soon as we have them. Irina Marcus Soto and Ellie Cole were the provisional silver and bronze. But there has been a disqualification and it will affect the medals. Sophie Pascoe has won the world title, but Maria Marquez Soto disqualified, which bumps Ellie Cole up to silver and Lizzie Smith of the USA into bronze. It's never how anyone wants to win a medal, but Lizzie Smith is the bronze medalist. 1:12.64 gets her onto the podium for America. And I wondered at the start of the race if Lizzie Smith was about to kick off the medal rush for the USA. The lineup in this race suggests they've got a good chance of doing that. Kellen Edwards leads them out. For New Zealand, he'll go in lane 8. João Oliveira of Brazil is opposite him in lane 1. Sergio Salvador Matos of Spain is next out. Niels Mortensen of Denmark had a good swim this morning. No stranger to major international finals. Yuri Semyonovs of Latvia, intense stares down the pool. Inigo Lopez of Spain, the second Spaniard into this final. They've had a good day, Spain, in the heats. Jess Yongles of Australia is the closest challenger to this man. Robert Griswold of the USA resides in Freehold, New Jersey. A bronze in Rio. World champion in Mexico. He defends his title in London tonight. Oliveira, Mortensen, Lopez, Griswold, Ongles, Semyonovs, Matos and Edwards. The men's 100 metres backstroke S8 final. Question from Times this morning. Can anyone stop Robert Griswold? He looks so impressive. Jesse Yongles, the only one who came within 3 seconds of him. Can the Aussie get himself on top of the podium? One of our officials not too happy with Inigo Lopez.
Take your marks.
Far away.
There we have Robert Griswold of the USA in lane 4 is 5 seconds quicker than anybody else in this field this year. But a great start down in lane 2 from Denmark's Niels Mortensen. He was again working to his advantage, using that leg kick, but now we see Robert Griswold, who has a lower leg impairment, starting to break free from the rest of the field.
As they come towards the turn, you can already see the strength of Griswold moving through the gears. 31.19 the split, 2 seconds up on Semyonovs of Latvia and Lopez of Spain. This is a dominating first 50 from Griswold, and he looks to be just getting even stronger down towards the finish here.
The European champion Semyonov is currently leading the battle for the silver and the bronze medals, but expect Jesse Ongles of Australia to come through strongly. He's a double leg amputee, so he finishes strongly, but this is all about Robert Griswold to take that gold medal in 103.47. Only 7/100ths outside his American record.
Fantastic swim from Robert Griswold. The Stars and Stripes are flying inside the London Aquatic Centre. And he loves that. And quite right too. An embrace for Jesse Ongles, who picks up silver for Australia. Inigo Lopez of Spain with the bronze. But once he got up into his stroke, Liz, Griswold just looked unstoppable.
Yeah, like we said, he has a lower leg impairment. He has a weaker start, but once he finds his rhythm, he claws the field back and then dominates down that second 50.
Such a dominant performance from Robert Griswold. Take a look at that. 5.5 seconds quicker than silver. Huge swim. That's 100 meters result. Griswold gold, Ongles silver, Lopez bronze. Our next final is the women's 100 meters back, S8. Mira Mark of Germany is first out, followed by Maria Pavlova in the opposite outside lane. Danielle Dory of Canada will take up lane 7. Another Italian in a final, this time Zinnia Francesca Palazzo of Italy is in lane 2. The great Jess Long goes in lane 6. Backstroke, not her preferred stroke. Megan Richter with a really good time this morning. One of 2 British interests in this final. Tupu Nyifi of New Zealand swam fantastically well this morning, but can anyone stop Alice Tai? Championship record in the heat this morning. She meant business. She owned every single backstroke world record in this class. Pavlova, Palazzo, Richter, Tai, Nyifi, Long, Doris and Mark. This is the women's 100 meters backstroke S8 final. Final preparations being made. Can Tupu Nyifi get between Alice Tai and her second world title?
Well, all eyes will be on the middle of the pool. We see there the slower start from double leg amputee Jessica Long in that bright white suit. But it really is a question of how fast can Alice Tai of Great Britain go in lane 4 in that black hat. She's been 7 seconds quicker than anybody else in the field this year. But the surprise of this morning's heat was Tupu Nyifi of New Zealand. She broke the Oceanic record by 3 seconds. to get herself into lane 5 for this final. Alice Ty there, the Ealing-based swimmer, 33.23 she's turning in. Oh, 2 seconds ahead, and then Megan Richter of Great Britain currently in that 3rd medal place. But Alice Ty here, if she can come back strongly anywhere near an even split, she's given herself time to play with. She could challenge her own world record.
Final 15 metres then for Alice Ty of Great Britain, already the world champion in the 100 free. 100 back now will double up. How quick is the time? There is your answer. Alice Ty is the quickest in the world. 68.04, a brand new world record, her 2nd straight world title. It's 2 from 2 for Ty. So much expectation and hope placed on this young lady heading into this championship, and she is answering absolutely everything and doing it with a massive smile as well. Tupuni Ife of New Zealand will claim a world silver. It's a world bronze for Megan Richter, the youngster from Great Britain, who embraces her teammate, the world record holder. Jessica Long will have to wait for that 40th World Championship medal. She is pushed into 4th. But Liz, this is all about Alice Ty. What a week she is looking like she's about to have. What a week she's already had.
Absolutely. 2 from 2 for Alice Ty of Great Britain. She'll be really happy with the way that she's found her form coming into this meet. There is that confirmation. Women's 100 metres back for SA. A world record win for Alice Ty of Great Britain. Noifi of New Zealand taking the silver, and Megan Richter with a superb bronze medal for Great Britain.
Look at that lead. 8.2 seconds in 100 metres. Ridiculous from Alice Ty. Absolutely ridiculous. What a swim. Another world record. They are tumbling in the pool here in London. Here they come then for the next final. This is the men's 100 metres free S6. Dutch support well represented here as ever. Getting behind Thijs van Hofwegen in lane 1. We've already seen Georgia Svaltsos of Greece. This is Taliesin Glock, double amputee from Brazil. Alexander Komorov of Ukraine, also in an outside lane. Wang Xingang of China is in lane 6. Laura Chardin of France occupies lane 3. In these middle lanes, though, is where we'd expect the gold medal to come from. 2 phenomenal swimmers. Antonio Fantine, who won the very first gold medal of these championships yesterday in the 400 free. He's up against Nelson Crispin of Colombia. A phenomenal swimmer. The Colombian flag bearer from the last Paralympics. He carries the flag for Colombia into this final. Van Hofwegen, Komarov, Chardin, Crispin, Fantine, Wang, Glock and Svaltos. The men's 100 metres freestyle S6 final.
This men's 600 metre freestyle, there really is threat from all over the pool. We saw a problem there for Wang of China off that start, but now he's up in that familiar spin of the arm for the fly specialist. But here we see the white cap of Nelson Crispin, Colombia in lane number 4. He's really taking this out. He knows Antonio Fantine of Italy is in great form, but also the surprise of the morning heats, Laurence Chardin of France, dropped 4 seconds from his entry time to give himself a chance in these middle lanes. Of Alexander Komarov, never one to be ruled out. European silver medalist, Paralympic Games bronze medalist, but Nelson Crispin here, opening up more and more lead. We can see Fantine of Italy trying to up his stroke rate, trying to claw the Colombian back in. He is closing ground, but has he got enough pull left?
This is going to go to the wall, I think. Antonio Fantine is not giving this one up. Can he rein in Nelson Crispin? No, he cannot. It's gold to Colombia. Nelson Crispin has done it. 64.91. Antonio Fantine just ran out of water. It's a World Championship gold and a championship record time for Nelson Crispin of Colombia. 3 silvers in Rio, 3 silvers in Mexico. It's gold in London.
Well, Nelson Crispin had a race plan. He went strong from the front and it worked, it paid off, because a fast finishing Antonio Fantine was hot on his heels.
Antonio Fantine then picks up the silver medal. Alexander Komarov of Ukraine will get bronze, just in front of Laurent Chardin. There was a disqualification in that one. It won't affect the medals. Georgios Feltos DQ'd from Greece. But Nelson Crispin, off the back of a wonderful Pan American Games in Lima just a couple of weeks ago, is picking up where he left off. And the action just keeps on coming. The turn of the women in the 100 free S6 final. And I've got written in my notes here, Liz, absolutely no idea. Because the winner really could come from absolutely anywhere. Fanny Illich won a gold medal last night. Ayala Tufik is swimming African records all over the place in her first days of these championships from Egypt. We welcome here Leila Garcia of Brazil. And then in lane 2, Yelizaveta Mereshko, a gold medal already. Pipped at the post in the 400 free last night as well by this young lady, Xiang Yuan, with arguably the swim of the championship so far, out of nowhere in the second race of the meet, swimming a magnificent world record in that 400-metre freestyle. Victoria Savtseva has supreme pedigree, Rio silver medalist in this event behind Yelizaveta Mereshko. Ellie Robinson guaranteed to get a big cheer in this pool. So too is the young lady in lane 4, Maisie Summers-Newton. 2 swimmers who are living examples of the legacy of the London 2012 Paralympics. Both cite Eleanor Simmons as their hero. Here they are stepping into the shoes. Maisie Summers-Newton goes in 4, Ellie Robinson in 5, Xiang Yuan, the new world record holder over 400 in 6. Victoria Savtseva, a supreme contender in lane 3, and the Paralympic champion in lane 2. Pick a winner from that lot. Good luck. All to play for in this 100 metres freestyle final.
Well, this women's 100-metre freestyle for the S6 is again loaded and danger all over the pool. The 2 Great Britain ladies in the centre there, Maisie Summers-Newton and her Northampton teammate Eleanor Robinson. They had amazing heat swims, but the 2 Ukrainians in lanes 2 and 3, Paralympic champion Mereshko, Paralympic silver medal Savtseva, always have an element of surprise. And who could possibly rule out Yang Yuan of China? We know that she's in surprising form.
Well, here we go at the 100. It's Mereshko who leads the way. No huge surprise. She holds all 4 freestyle world records in this class. Xiang Yuan is in second place. It's the 2 from the 400 doing it again, battling it out for gold at the moment. Maisie Summers-Newton and Ellie Robinson in the middle lanes are going to have to shift if they've got a chance of gold in this one. It's between 2 and 6, Mereshko and Xiang. Ukraine versus China. Final 10 metres then, and it looks like it could be a golden championship for Xiang Yuan, but here comes Mereshko down to the wall. It's an astonishingly quick time. Xiang Yuan has done it again. A championship record, 1:11.53. out of nowhere, the S6 category has a new star. Zhang Yuyan of China beats Mereshko for the second time in as many days. It's silver for the Ukrainian. It's a bronze for Maisie Summers-Newton of Great Britain, who just got the better of Ellie Robinson in the middle at the finish. But Zhang Yuyan has come from nowhere at this meet and has really set her stall out ahead of the Tokyo Paralympics.
Absolutely. Mereshko knew what to expect this time. No one gave it her best shot to charge back, but it was just not enough pulling. Yang was too strong.
Yeah, yesterday was the surprise element, no doubt about that. This time the S6 swimmers knew what they were getting themselves in for, but Zhang Yuyan still came out on top. Gold for China. Mereshko takes silver. Maisie Summers-Newton gets her first ever world medal. Wow, what a start to the action it has been. Almost looking forward to Liz taking a breather here for some victory ceremonies. It has been quite astonishing.
Yeah, we got a lot to digest from those first set of events. We knew that yesterday was full of quality, and we were worried. We shouldn't have been worried that today wasn't going to be able to keep up.
Today, at the moment, it has the potential to overtake, and we've only had about a third of the programme so far. A quite amazing start to tonight's action. As we crown our first medalists of the night. Francesco Bocciado cannot stop smiling. It's his third ceremony of the championships. For the first time, he's in the middle of the podium, about to claim gold. First of all, it's a bronze for France. And Theo Curan picking up a bronze medal. It's a silver for Anthony Ponce-Bertrand, who only started para swimming after his wife watched London 2012 on the TV and told him he should give it a go.
Well, you know what they say. Because women know best, Steve.
Certainly in this commentary box. The gold medal will go to Bocciado. He's completed his set on day 2 of the championships. Bronze in the 100 breaststroke, silver in the 53. He now picks up gold in the 200 metres freestyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem
of Italy. Well, the first of a couple of Italian gold medals It won't be the last time we hear that anthem tonight. It certainly won't be the last time we hear it for the rest of this competition. Crowd are about to get another fan favourite in the anthem's front. Tully Kearney is just about to be crowned world champion for the second time in as many days.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing
Two Italians are on the podium alongside her. That is Monica Boccioni about to pick up a bronze medal. Big smile on the face of the youngster.
winner of the silver medal, representing Italy,
What a moment this is for Arianna Talamona. A tear in the eye of the Italian. Her first ever world medal. A career highlight for the Italian, who looks absolutely taken away with the moment. For Tully Kearney, this is quickly becoming the norm. She is right at home at the moment, in front of an adoring crowd, and on top of the podium for the second time in 2 days.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem
Again,
of
don't
Great
expect
Britain.
it to be her last.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Big smiles all round for those three ladies. Great swimming.
Yeah, it's one of those podiums where I think every athlete is genuinely overjoyed with what they've got there. There's not a hint of disappointment in each of their achievements, and nor should they be. A fantastic night so far, ladies and gents, and we are just getting started. Next is the men's 200 metres individual medley, SM10, our first medley final of the meet. Our athletes are just about to make their way out. Eleanor Gazalek of Poland is first out. He'll be followed by Rick Pendleton of Australia. The Australians very well supported here this week. Here comes Cole Pearce. A couple of swimmers who are no stranger to the big lights of the big stage. Riccardo Menciotti will have one eye on a podium place to join plenty of his teammates. Stefano Raimondi sprung a surprise last night in the 50-metre freestyle. We know he's got that frontline speed. Can he produce it over 200 metres in an IM? Alexander Elliott of Canada goes in lane 3. Bas Taken of the Netherlands is the main contender to this man's crown. Maxim Krypak of Ukraine, 2:11.7 in the heats this morning. He is very, very quick. 5 golds in Rio at the last Paralympics with 3 silvers. This event was one of them. The man who beat him, Denis Dubrov, isn't here. Maxim Krypak will look to take gold in his absence. He was nudged out of the medal positions last night in the 50 freestyle. Maxim Krypak. He will be looking to avenge that tonight.
200-metre individual medley, always an exciting race because it plays to the different strengths of each athlete. Maxim Krypak of the Ukraine is one of those athletes who has 3 brilliant strokes, and his breaststroke is the weaker leg, but we can see here again he's got company from that man Stefano Raimondi of Italy, who did catch the flies yesterday on a slow freestyle race, but a brilliant swim from him to take the victory. Maxim Krypak will be seeking revenge here tonight.
Well, you mentioned he has 3 brilliant strokes. That's backed up by the fact that Maxim Krypak has 3 world records, 1 in the freestyle, 1 in the backstroke, and 1 in the fly. He is such a wonderfully versatile swimmer. He really can do the lot, and that's why the medley, in theory, should suit him down to the ground.
Yeah,
he leads the way at the halfway point.
He does exactly what I was going to say. He's turning here because Stefano Raimondi did have the better breaststroke in the heats this morning. So Krypak, he'll be aware of that. He'll know that he's got to really work this leg because he is the 400-metre freestyle world record holder. He knows he's got the endurance, but here comes the charge of Stefano Raimondi around the pool. We can hear the excitement from the Italians spurring on their swimmer as we see these 2 athletes in the shot now coming into the turn. Raimondi's added amazing breaststroke leg here as they'll turn pretty much together onto this final freestyle leg. Less than half a second in it. Maxim Krypak will head for home. Currently in the bronze medal position is Bas Takken of the Netherlands, but there is a blanket for that bronze challenge.
Well, here they come towards home then. Raimondi looking to summon the spirit of night number 1, where he beat Krypak over a 50-metre freestyle. It looks like Krypak, though, is not going to let him have the chance. A strong finish from the Ukrainian. It's going to be a world title in a fantastic time. A brand new championship record for Maxim Krypak. A world title to add to his collection. Stefano Raimondi pushed him every inch of the way and will take home a very, very good silver. Bas Takken of the Netherlands will claim bronze, much to the delight of everyone clad in orange inside the aquatic centre. I just wondered when they reached the end of that breaststroke if Raimondi was about to do something special. It seems the Italians are on that sort of course this week, but Krypak managed to hold on. It was an imperious performance from the Ukrainian.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with the way that freestyle went last night and getting left off the podium, so he'll be glad to have this gold medal tonight. There it is, the men's 200-metre individual medley SM10 result. Maxim Krypak of Ukraine with that gold medal. Stefano Raimondi taking the silver for Italy, and Bas Takken the bronze for the Netherlands.
Championship record for Maxim Krypak. Another one sent tumbling at this meet. Well, we thought the Dutch fans were loud for the men's event. I think they're about to get even louder for the women's. Kira Stevens is first out for Australia. Isabel Yinghua Hernandez in the outside lane for Spain. Anaël Roulet of France takes an outside berth, so too does Michaela Jenkins. This race without a heat this morning, so tough to gauge where a lot of these swimmers are at in such a specialised event. Here comes Jasmine Greenwood of Australia. Chantal Cederfelt took home a medal last night in the freestyle. He's got plenty of straight line speed. Bianca Papp of Hungary has been there and done it at international level several times. Here comes the quickest in the world this year, Lisa Kruger of the Netherlands. There is plenty of orange support in the pool here tonight to get behind her. Hernandez, Jenkins, Cederveld, Kruger, Papp, Greenwood, Roulet and Stevens. The women's 200 metres individual medley SM10. No heat for them this morning, as I said. No warm-up, no testing of the waters, straight in for the final. Brings with it its own challenges.
Yeah, on paper this season, the three ladies in the centre lanes, they occupied the 3 podium places at European Championships, and there's a less than a second separating them on the world rankings this year. But again, we've got some rookies in the outside lane, and everybody knows the adrenaline rush, the good results that that can bring. But here we see, as we're coming down, it is with the Australian newcomer, Jasmine Greenwood, that's taken it out down that 50 fly with the 2 touch swimmers, Cederveld and Kruger, in hot pursuit.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to go very, very close. Plenty of opportunity in quite a few of these lanes for a medal here. Leading them out though in the middle lane at the moment is Lisa Kruger of the Netherlands.
Well, Lisa Kruger and her teammate Chantal Cederveld often do battle, swapping the world record over the 100-metre breaststroke, and we say so often that that breaststroke can be such a telling length on these 200-metre medleys. Bianca Papp is a brilliant backstroker, good freestyler, but she knows now that it is about holding those Dutch athletes as close to her as they can. But what a swim here from that yellow cap of Jasmine Greenwood, the Australian, up there in lane 6.
This is the first world meet without Sophie Pascoe to contend with for the SM10s, since she was classified down to the SM9s. She still holds the world record set in Rio at this event at the last Paralympics. And here we go then, set up beautifully here for the finish between the 2 Dutch swimmers, Cederveld and Kruger. It is Cederveld in lane 3 who had the slight advantage. Kruger 0.26 seconds back as they have 25 metres of pool left to attack here. The 2 black hats are doing battle. It looks like it could well be a bronze for Australia, but we're going to focus on the battle at the front of the pool. Cederveld versus Kruger. It will be a Dutch 1-2. Who will get Dutch delight? It is going to be Chantal Cederveld. 2:27 on the money. Cederveld cannot believe it. She's a world champion. It's double Dutch at the front of the 200 IM final. A European record for Chantal Cederveld. Lisa Kruger will take silver. Bianca Papp just touching out Jasmine Greenwood for bronze. And what a moment for the Netherlands.
Well, yeah, we did say those centre lanes were full of danger, and Cederveld, she went from 6th after the backstroke to 1st at the breaststroke to freestyle turn, and then never looked back. That superb European record swim. Lisa Kruger, who was the previous European record holder, she also went under her old PB. So some great swimming there, really stepping it up. And what a bronze battle that was. Bianca Papp just pipping Jess Greenwood if those results are confirmed.
Well, the tears are flowing in the stands here. Oh, bless her, she's just seen that happen on the big screen, and she's currently getting loads of stick from her friends alongside her. But it's absolutely okay. This is a world event. This is what it's all about. Emotions are running high. Chantal Cederveld could not believe it. She's a world champion in European record time in front of her teammate Lisa Kruger. Bianca Papp will take home the bronze in an all-European top 3. What a night we're having. The medal ceremonies are next upon us. They'll punctuate the remaining races. Typical London fashion, the fanfare is given, and out come our medalists. And what an event this young man is having. 2 races, 2 world titles, 2 world records.
The medals and gifts will be presented by
Ceremonies of Italy.
Organising Committee, IM SM10. Winner of the bronze medal, representing Australia.
A fantastic race from young Tim Hodge. The 18-year-old swims for Auburn in Australia. Young man from Sydney, who was 6th in Rio. 4 Pan Pac golds last year to continue his natural progression. He is going to be a threat in Tokyo next year, do not doubt it. A bronze for the young Aussie.
Representing France.
The previous world champion went inside his personal best, gave it everything. Hugo Duvier of France. But there is something in the water at this championships, it seems, for Simone Barlam, who is irrepressible for Italy.
And London 2019 World
A
Champion.
freestyle and now a backstroke world record. That dazzling smile lights up the aquatic centre. Plenty of Italian support in the stands, not just on the coaches and athletes side, but in the spectators as well. For the second time tonight, the national anthem of Italy will ring around this iconic venue.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Italy.
Simone Barlam, emotional on top of the podium. What a championships he's having, and he's still got more to come.
Yeah,
remarkably.
I think these 3 gentlemen will be doing battle for a long time yet. 17, 18 and 19 years old.
It's incredible, isn't it? The oldest one of them, born in 1998. I don't think I can describe the face that Liz Johnson has just pulled, ladies and gentlemen. But you can imagine. Well, someone who's a little bit more experienced is this lady, Sophie Pascoe, but easy to forget, she's still only 26, still in her athletic prime. And she is a phenomenal champion. But the rest of the S9s in this race really giving a great account of themselves. The Americans kicking off something of a medal rush. Lizzie Smith with the bronze for the USA. Ellie Coles of Australia will pick up a silver medal. Actually one of the swimmers that helped Simone Barlam on a year abroad in Australia, trained with some of the Aussie Paralympians. She'd have been cheering on the Italian as loud as anyone. Sophie Pascoe, yet another gold medal at the World Championships, and she's only getting quicker.
It's a smile we've all got used to.
Seen it so many times now. New Zealand's greatest ever Paralympian.
The national anthem of New Zealand.
World champion again.
London, give it up for your World Championship medalists.
I think those three just watching themselves on the big screen, having a big old smile about it.
Well, we said these screens in here are very impressive. They are very big. You can see them from just about everywhere.
Well, there's some of the supporters for Mark Avers. He's coming up pretty soon in the men's 100-metre freestyle, 100-metre backstroke S14, I should say. Not long until we see the Dutchman.
The outfits are particularly impressive from the crowd. They've really put effort into their supporting gear this week.
It almost reminds me of like a British cricket crowd. It almost appears like fancy dress, but everyone's just repping the national colours.
Well, at least we can spot them.
You always spot the Aussies, you always spot the Dutch. And here come the athletes for our next event. This is the men's 100-metre butterfly S12 final. Expecting a really close race in this one. Should be a cracker. Maxim Vashkovich of Belarus is joined by Dmitry Horlin of Uzbekistan in the opposite outside lane. Roman Makarov has been there and done it several times at several Paralympics. He goes all the way out in lane 7. You can never really count him out. Likewise, Braden Jason of Australia, seeing him in lane 2 almost feels a little bit strange, but that's because the middle lanes are all so quick. Yaroslav Denisenko was magnificent yesterday. Gold last night in the 100-metre backstroke, nearly taking the world record as well. Here's the first of the Salai brothers, Raman, the younger of the two, representing Azerbaijan. And here's the older Salai, Dmitry, who's gone from Belarus to Azerbaijan, back to Belarus. In lane 4, quickest through this morning, young Stephen Clegg. of Great Britain. Go Steve-O, say the supporters. What a moment in the young career of Stephen Clegg, who only made his international debut last year at the European Championships in Dublin. Quickest group in tonight's final. Paulie, Jason, Salai, Clegg, Salai, Denisenko, Makarov, Bashkovic. This is the men's 100 metres butterfly S12 final. He's been in a major international final with Stephen Clegg. He was in the 100 back final in the Paralympics in Rio, where he finished 5th. He never experienced the pressure of leading one out from lane 4.
Well, he swam superbly well, broke the British record this morning to gain the right to be in that lane 4, and now he really needs to repeat that this evening, because you do not want to get stuck in the swash of the athletes surrounding him.
Salai sandwich in the middle of the pool. Dimitri and Raman either side of Stephen Clegg. Good start from Clegg, who leads, but goodness me, it's close. 100th of a second back is Raman Salai. 900th back is Denishenko. This is all set to be a blanket finish. Final 25 metres then, and look how close this one is, ladies and gentlemen. That tells you all you need to go. Clegg leads with 15 metres left. It's not by a lot, but at the minute it's by enough. Here comes Dimitri Salai in lane 5. This will go right to the wall. Who gets there? Salai is the world champion. 57.28 for Dimitri Salai. He touches out Stephen Clegg into silver by a 1/10 of a second and change. So close. Denisenko picks up his second medal of the championships in bronze. Roman Makarov rolling back the ears to challenge the podium in 4th. But Dimitri Salai brought it back in that back 50 to claim the world title.
Well, it was such a close finish. The European champion becomes the world champion. And Stephen Clegg from Great Britain with another British record performance there to cement that silver medal. It was so agonisingly close for the two athletes. The three, it was a blanket finish. It was incredible. But we didn't see any major celebrations. These athletes, they don't always have good enough vision when it comes down to these tight finishes to actually know who has got that. And they definitely can't see the scoreboard.
It doesn't come much closer than that. You see the time there, and it's 1200ths of a second. It feels like quite a lot. And you watch the slow motion replay of that finish, and it's the finest, the barest of margins that separates the swimmers right at the death. Stephen Clegg with a performance to be proud of for Great Britain. And Dimitri Salai, who competes here in 2012 in 4 finals, gets himself a world title in 2019. Here comes our next final. And if you thought that one was close, expect another one here. This should be a belter. Men's 100 metre backstroke S14 final. Mikhail Kuliabin in the outside lane, joined by Ricky Bita, who was selected for this Aussie team based on his backstroke. Performed wonderfully well in the freestyle yesterday, only scraping into an outside lane in the backstroke tonight. What can he produce on debut for the Australian Dolphins? Rhys Davies and Vasil Krajnik join them in the outside. Louis Lawler, big things expected of this young man for Great Britain. Here comes Mark Avers in lane 3. He was the Paralympic champion in this water in London in 2012, setting a brand new world record in the process. This is the world champion from 2015, Vyacheslav Emeliantsev, who beat Mark Avers in that final for the first time in 5 years. In lane 4, the new kid on the block is Jordan Catchpole of Great Britain. 60.9 this morning. He may need to dip below that to keep out this world-class field. Another race where the gold medal really could come from anywhere. It's the 100 metre backstroke S14 final. Bita, Krajnik, Avers, Catchpole, Emiliantsev, Lawler, Davis, truly happy. Now, I don't know about you, Liz, but this is a race that I am absolutely buzzing for.
Yeah, it really is a meeting of the new age and the experience. There's Louis Lawler, Rhys Davis. Exciting race coming up. Louis Lawler there, again away really well for Great Britain in lane 6. We saw that in the heats this morning. He's repeated that this afternoon, but now we see already that has been quickly eating up that lead, and there is a charge. These athletes know what it's at stake. They know the quality of this field. Jordan Catchpole is a strong finisher for Great Britain in the centre lane, but at the halfway point, it is world champion from 2015, Emiliantsev, just leading Lawler by 1/100 of a second, and then youngster Ricky Bita of Australia in hot pursuit.
There you go, it's almost a carbon copy of what we saw in the last race in terms of how close this is, but Emiliantsev is starting to pull away here. The Russian, the world champion in 2015, back into international waters for Russia in 2019, and it's as if he has never been away. 59.62. He's world champion once again. Vyacheslav Emiliantsev takes gold. It's silver for Jordan Catchpole of Great Britain, and Mark Avers of Holland will take home the bronze.
Well, Emiliantsev there paced that race really well. He came through strongly, and it was a comfortable victory in the end.
Paced it perfectly, didn't he?
Oh, there's been an update on the scoreboard in the venue. The times have been rejigged, and if that is to be the case, then it ends up being gold to Russia.
That's confirmed. Jordan Catchpole and Louis Lawler are both on the podium. Louis Lawler touching out Mark Avers. Vyacheslav Emiliantsev still takes home gold. Jordan Catchpole still with the silver. But the times are corrected in the venue. Louis Lawler on the podium for Great Britain. What a moment for him. And it could be an extra special moment for Great Britain in this next event, with two of their finest athletes going head-to-head yet again. More on that in a moment. Jamie Lee Getson in lane 8 for Australia. Is joined by her teammate Taylor Corrie on the other side in lane 1. Elizaveta Barbatina of Russia looks in pretty good nick this morning. Takes an outside lane for her efforts. Xiao Wei Lam of Hong Kong, who's got plenty of international experience behind her. Madeline McTurnan pushed those in the middle lanes all the way this morning. Lane 6 could produce a medal. Likewise lane 3, Valeria Shabalina was fantastic last night, winning gold in front of this British pair. She'll need to come from behind, as it were, from lane 3. Jessica Jane Applegate with a certain swagger on her way out into this pool. She looks at home here, looks confident. Likewise, this young lady, Bethany Firth, unstoppable in this event over the last 7 or 8 years. Can she produce again? Corrie, Sham, Shabalina, Firth, Applegate, McTurnan, Barbatina and Getson. Women's 100 metres backstroke, S14 final.
Well, Bethany Firth, they're getting away well, using that underwater very effectively to come up half a body length ahead of the rest of the field. That white cap of Valeria Shabalina of Russia, closest to us in those centre lanes, and Jessica Jane Applegate of Great Britain. They'll be the three that are challenging for the podium places. They'll be the favourites. But as we've seen so often, medals can come from anywhere within this pool. But Bethany Firth, as she turns at the 50-metre mark, 31.44, 1.2 up on Shabalina, with Applegate 1.5 seconds behind Bethany Firth. The race is on, but Bethany Firth looked so comfortable in these heats. The question was, could she challenge that world record?
Well, it looks like she'll go close. She looked phenomenal this morning. Cruised to a time that was only a second and a bit behind that world record. Bethany Firth is staring that down now, 1:04.05. Gold is all but secured. How quick is the time? It's lightning fast. Bethany Firth does it in London once again. A World Championship gold for Bethany Firth, joined on the podium once more by Jessica Jane Applegate, who will take the bronze. Valeria Shabalina will pick up silver. Bethany Firth absolutely delighted with that. She surprised herself with the heats this morning and goes quicker again this evening with a championship record, 1:05.97. She is untouchable over 100 metres at the backstroke.
Yeah, we saw her this morning in those heats looking comfortable. She did surprise herself, and sometimes you get that, then you go so much harder in the final in the evening. At the time, it was quicker, but probably she won't feel it was as quick as the amount of more effort that she put in. And sometimes you get that. That's okay. She'll just be ecstatic to get that gold medal. And once again, the same three ladies on the podium as were for the 200 freestyle, but in a different order.
That's what it means to Team Firth. Huge celebrations in the crowds. A championship record for Great Britain's Bethany Firth. Valeria Shabalina, excellent in silver, tipping Jessica Jane Applegate into bronze. That rivalry between those three looks set to continue over a multitude of strokes this week. They push each other further and further every time. Some more medal ceremonies are on their way now. The S8 category. We had some wonderful swimming.
London, please welcome the victory ceremony for the men's
Doing a backstroke a little bit earlier on. Because it's such a long time ago now.
So much has happened this evening. Already, we're flying through this program.
It really is going so quickly tonight.
The medals and gifts will be presented by British Swimming CEO Jack Buckner. Winner of the bronze medal representing Spain.
Bronze for Spain. Ines Lopez picking up a deserved bronze medal. Really pushed himself to the limit to get that medal, and he's absolutely loving it as well. Here we go, Lopez, with the bronze for Spain. Jessie Ongles, well repped in the crowds and in the pool, and of course on the podium. Silver for Australia. And he looks chuffed to bits with that.
Winner of the gold medal.
Robert Griswold, he defends his World Championship title from Mexico. Fantastic swim from the American.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of United States of America. Welcome, give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Big punch to the air from the New Jersey native. Jesse Ongles picks up another medal for Australia. Still yet to top the podium in the Aussies. I'm sure he won't be waiting too long until that happens. Here comes a wonderful moment for a couple of young Brits on home soil. Alice Ty, magnificent new world record. Women's S8, 100 back. Megan Richter, her first ever world medal. She will always remember this moment.
She adds that bronze medal to her European silver in this event from last year in Dublin, and all smiles. It's always nice when your friends and family are in the crowd to watch you. What a swim from Tupu Naifu. This lady, it was incredible. Oceanic record this morning, backed it up with another solid performance tonight, and you can just see the emotion that this silver medal even is bringing for her.
Just see what it means to Tupu Naifu. Incredible swim, back-to-back oceanic records. And Alice Ty, who, in an interview she gave before this competition, was worried she'd be a blubbering mess on the podium, in her words. So she just seems to be taking this all in stride. Her second gold medal of the championships. She's still got plenty left in her programme. I don't think this is going to be her last.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Great Britain.
It's not the first time we've seen two Brits on the podium. And some lovely camaraderie with the Kiwi swimmer as well on the E feet. We move on. The action keeps on coming. Only 8 more races to come in an individual sense tonight. We really have been rattling through. It's flown by this evening's session. There's Team Ty. Absolutely loving it in the stands.
There's Team Barlam.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Team Watson. Rachel Watson of Australia, not far away from getting underway.
The flags in the hair is really becoming a headpiece. Might catch on.
And there's Team Richter. Hashtag off the Richter scale.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we'll give them that. Megan with a stunning bronze medal. And they are absolutely delighted with her work this evening.
This is the men's 100-meter freestyle S4 final. In lane 8, representing Ukraine, Dmitro.
Here we go then with our next event. It's the men's 100-meter freestyle S4. Dmitro Vinohradets, a familiar name to many in the paraswimming scene. Plenty of world finals and medals for him. Darko Duric is opposite him. David Smetanin of France, the veteran Frenchman, cited by Hugo Didier as one of his major inspirations. Smetanin is still giving plenty in his own right. And was Gustavo Sanchez of Mexico. Zhou Gixiong of Korea goes in lane 6. The Israeli Ami Omer Dadwan goes in lane 3. A fantastic European Championships for him last year. Looking to repeat the trick on the world stage. Roman Zhdanov in lane 5. Take on a Japanese swimmer in lane 4. Takayuki Suzuki, well known on these shores. He's trained up at Northumbria for a while now. This is a half home championships for him. Very much a home Paralympics next year in Tokyo. He is gearing up for that, the current S4 world record holder. Duric, Sanchez, Daruan, Suzuki, Zhdanov, Zhou, Smetanin and Vinohradets. The men's 100 meters freestyle S4 final.
Well, 3 athletes there starting from the block, everybody else in the water, and it is world record holder Takayuki Suzuki of Japan in that centre lane in a black cap. They got off to a brilliant start. Ami Omer Dadwan of Israel in lane 3. He was an outbreak in the European Championships. He was a real find for his team. He had a really successful championship. But it is Roman Zhdanov of Russia who's trying his best to keep Suzuki company as they come into the turn.
Yeah, going on really well, Zhdanov. He's only just behind Suzuki. Zhou of Korea is in third in the bronze medal position at the moment. But as they come towards home, this one could be close.
Zhdanov here of Russia looks like he's trying to wind up those long arms of his. Get himself ahead. He'll have the advantage if it's neck and neck at the turn. He's got the longer reach. Taka Suzuki is breathing away from Zhdanov. He won't be aware of the threat.
Into the final 10 metres then. The world record holder is under immense pressure here from the Russian Roman Zhdanov. Into the wall they go. Fantastic from Zhdanov. We thought it might take something special to top Takayuki Suzuki. How about a world record? Roman from Russia. 1:21.28, the new world standard. A wonderful swim. Another world record tumbles in London. Takayuki Suzuki dethrones. He'll pick up silver. Zhou from Korea with the bronze. But what a phenomenal gold from Roman Zhdanov of Russia.
Yeah, he gave himself a great chance there. Just on the shoulder of Suzuki into the turn, and then they turned for home. And he just wound up those arms. And what a result, what a time, what a position. A very happy young man.
Team Russia absolutely loving that one. It's as if they have never been away. This is their first world meet since 2015 in Glasgow. And they are still delivering fantastic swimming. Roman Zhdanov, a brand new world record. Takayuki Suzuki will take silver. Time confirmed. The official result, 1:21.28 from Roman Zhdanov. Best part of half a second off the old standard set by Suzuki in Glasgow in April this year at the World Series. Suzuki with silver, Jo Gi-seong of Korea takes bronze. Well, barely time to catch our breath before the next race is a Potters. The women's 100-meter freestyle S4. Yulia Safonova of Ukraine is first out, followed by her teammate Olga Spiderska. Ukraine always with a great presence in the parachuting pool. Sofia Gabardolina, always lovely to see her. Always wears a beaming smile. Familiar face to many in the S4 category. Natalia Butkova of Russia will have heard what just happened. Here's Zhdanov. Rachel Watson goes in lane 6. Had a bit of drama to get here, but into the final she goes. Gina Burke of Germany is in lane 3. Peng Qiping of China challenge from lane 5. Gold medalist in last year's Mexico's World Championships in the 100 free, but in the S3 category. Been reclassified since into the S4s. Giola Trimi of Italy. Silver in Rio in the 50 metres freestyle. She takes on the 100 at the World Championships 3 years on. Spiderska, Butkova, Burke, Trimi, Peng, Watson, Gabardolina and Safonova, the women's 100 metres freestyle S4 final. Lots of unknowns heading into this event. I'm expecting a really good race. Swimmers are almost ready. In goes Rachel Watson, well supported inside the venue tonight. Here we go.
Here we see the sole swimmer, starting with the blocks is Gina Butcher of Germany in lane 3. But Ariola Trimi, that textbook freestyle pull that she has, the blue hat of Italy already up and into the lead. The form guide would suggest from heats this morning that it will be the 4 ladies in the centre lanes fighting out for 3 medals on the podium, but I'm pretty sure that Natalia Butkova of Russia, down closest to us in lane 2, just out of your shot, will have something to say about that.
Into the turn we go though, and a lovely turn from Ariola Trimi of Italy, looking to continue this wonderful night that the Italians are having.
Well, Rachel Watson, the Paralympic champion in the 50 freestyle, using that speed there to get her out and give herself a chance. She qualified 4th for this final, but currently she's sitting in silver medal position. Peng Qiping of China in that silver hat, trying to chase her down, but really, it's all about Ariola Trimi in that lane 4.
Well, the field is coming together a touch, but I'm not sure anyone can catch Ariola Trimi of Italy. In she goes under the flags. It's going to be too little too late from Peng and Watson. It's going to be another Italian gold in London. This time for Arjola Trimi. 129.56. Peng Ki-ping gets silver. In Asian record time. 129.56. Another World Championship gold for Italy, who are having a night of nights in the pool in London.
Yeah, at the end of the first night, it was Russia that topped the medal table, but really Italy are doing their very best to catch them.
A beautiful swim from Arjola Trimi. Got such an aesthetically pleasing stroke. Technically perfect. Really utilises herself to her maximum. And the official results are now in. Trimi is a world champion. Peng, in Asian record time, will take silver. Fantastic result for her. And Rachel Watson will take home bronze for Australia. Gina Butker, in the end for Germany, just not quite able to pull herself onto the podium. What a night we're having.
Back to some victory ceremonies down at the other end of the pool. So much drama, so much excitement, so many fantastic swims this evening.
The familiar now fanfare plays. And here come our medley.
Victory ceremony for the men's 100-meter freestyle S6.
The men's S6 category. 100-meter freestyle. Nelson Crispin looks absolutely delighted.
The medals and gifts will be presented by Chief
So does Craig Spence, representing these medals. Big smile on his face, enjoying this championship.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing Ukraine, Alexander Komarov.
A lovely moment for Ukraine, who pick up yet another medal. Medal and a mascot for Alexander Komarov.
Winner of the silver medal, representing Italy,
Antonio Fantine just ran out of water to catch Nelson Crispin. If it was the 120-meter freestyle, I think he would have got him. And in the end, he'll have to settle for the silver.
winner of the gold medal at London 2019 World Champion, representing Colombia,
Nelson Crispin of Colombia, the flag bearer for the 2016 Paralympics, picks himself up a gold medal. He had a wonderful Pan American Games in Lima recently, and he just seems to be continuing on that form for the first time in this competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Colombia.
applause of celebration from the youngsters.
Such a positive look.
Nelson Crispin on top of the podium and on top of the world. Antin and Komarov happy with their lot. Now it's the turn of the women, and we found a new para-swimming star at this championships, it seems. Zhang Yuyan of China. Yelizaveta Mereshko is not used to being on the side of the podium, especially not in a freestyle event. And here we are, after the 400 and the 100, and she's had to settle for silver twice now. And the reason why is the lady in the centre of the picture, Zhang Yuyan, with two phenomenal performances. Maisie Summers-Newton, what a moment for her. The youngster from Northampton Swimming Club in England, with her first World Championships medal.
Winner of the silver medal.
Fantastic moment in an event that's not a specialty. 200 IM. We'll see her challenge her world record and go for gold. Yelizaveta Mereshko, no matter what colour the medal, is always smiling.
Well, she's got a lot to smile about. Day 2 and she's already got a gold and 2 silver medals to her name.
Well, we would have thought this would have been the result 2 days ago. Zhang Yuyan certainly would have believed it. Her team and coaches certainly would have believed it. Now it's up to the rest of us to adjust what we knew previously. The world order has been upset. And Zhang Yuyan right at the top of the game at the moment. Zhang Yuyan, another magnificent performance. And she claims a second gold medal of the meet. Don't think she's done just yet. The next event is nearly upon us, the men's 400 metres freestyle S7 final. And this is a race which is absolutely wide open.
I think that is a very fair assumption.
Yeah, probably I'd say the most open event that we've had at this World Championships in terms of finals so far. We talked about this a little bit in the heats. It really wouldn't be surprising to see a gold medal come from any of the lanes. And that is a real testament to how open this field is. When Mikey Jones is in the outside lane, scraping in, you know it was a quick field. Great Britain goes in lane 8. Matthew Levy in lane 1 for Australia. And here you understand the conundrum. Two fantastic swimmers in the outside lanes. It doesn't get any easier. Andriy Trusov looked very good for Ukraine in the heat this morning. So too did this man, Evan Austin. Was fantastic yesterday when the 50 fly. Already a world champion. And he looked excellent. Right up in the mix in the heats earlier. In a very, very even set of heats. Andrei Gladkov of Russia. Likewise, right in there. Federico Bocelli will be a threat. So too this young man, Inaki Basilov of Argentina. And Mark Malia of Israel takes the middle lane, the quickest through in the heats this morning. 5th in the World Championships 2 years ago. Here's your final list then, and what a final list it is. Levy, Austin, Bocelli, Malia, Basilov, Gladkov, Trusov and Jones. Pick a winner from that. Over 400 metres, we got time for tactics to develop, for plots to emerge. This will be a fascinating watch. Mikey Jones, you could argue, undercooked in the heats this morning. He'll have to swim his own race out in the outside lane.
That is Mikey Jones, the Paralympic champion. He will. He left himself with that outside lane after this morning's heat. But as we always say, if you've got a lane, you've got a chance. And it is a very wide open field. I would say the one athlete that did take it out quite hard this morning was Israel's Mark Malia, the European silver medalist, behind Mikey Jones of Great Britain actually last year in Dublin. He's there turning in that centre lane for. He was the one athlete that really did attack the race this morning, swim very well. It was only 2 seconds off the world record that has stood since 2013 to Great Britain's Joseph Craig. So we know that there is form in this pool. There are a few unknowns. Inaki Basilov of Argentina is a bit of an unknown. He starts slowly. He has no use of his legs, so he builds through the 8 lengths of a 400 metres and starts to reel in those other athletes that do get some push off the walls.
Yeah, Basilov took a bronze medal in Mexico in this event, but in the S8 category. Now to get pretty unproven in the S7s. But taking this one out hard in lane 4 is Mark Malia of Israel.
And it is the Russian swimmers Andrei Gladkov and Andrei Trusov of Ukraine in lane 6 and 7. They are the ones that are in the closest pursuit of Mark Malia as he comes again to the turn at the far end of the pool. But we can just see from that picture there how spread out and opportunistic this field is presenting itself to be. Malia there looking strong. He's trying to give himself that advantage that means even when that charge comes from those other athletes, Trusov there still hanging on in that shot. When that charge comes, he's done enough.
Big pressure on Malia now. He's set himself up. He's put a target on his back for the rest of the field to shoot down here. Andrei Gladkov of Russia is in the mix for the medals. He has won a medal in this pool before in this event, the 400 freestyle S7 final in the Paralympics in London. He took home the bronze. And he is the world champion from 2015, the last time Russia competed on the world stage.
Yeah, Andrei Trusov there in silver medal position currently. He's got himself clear of the chasing pack, but really there is still a lot of options for the bronze medalist at this stage. Could come from anywhere. Mikey Jones at the top of the picture for Great Britain. He's in a bit of a battle with Evan Austin of the United States, trying not to get dropped from that chasing pack. But really, yeah, Mark Malia looking so strong as he comes into this final 115 metres of the race.
Yeah, Mikey Jones struggling towards the back of the field, the Paralympic champion. And Mark Malia here made big strides in the last 12 months since being beaten by Jones at those European Championships.
Well, Mark Malia, as he heads into this final 75 metres, he was 5 seconds inside world record pace at the 200-metre mark. So as we said, he's given himself a fantastic chance, but we do know that sometimes you can pay the price for that in the latter stages of the race. Everybody in this London Aquatic Centre will be hoping that isn't the case, and we'll be willing him home as he hits now this final 50 metres and tries to hold on to that pace that he set so early from the start of the race.
Well, this is a phenomenal swim from Mark Malia. It really, really is. He's taken this one out so hard. We wondered if he was just trying to get himself a good lane this morning. It might just be all about his pace. He's a level above the rest of the field at the minute. How quick is this time going to be? Keep your eye on the clock. 4:39 is the current world record. It's going to stand for about 2 more seconds because Mark Malia has absolutely obliterated it. 4:33.64. Can you believe what you're watching? I'm not sure Mark Malia can. An incredible swim from the Israeli. Coming in just behind him in second place, Andrei Trusov, who is a fraction outside of the old world record pace. He gets a silver medal. Inaki Basilov gets an American record for Argentina in bronze. All the way back in sixth, an oceanic record for Matthew Levy. That was a high-quality swim from the rest of the field. And an utterly unbelievable swim from Mark Malia of Israel.
Well, we said there was opportunity from all over the pool, but it was Mark Malia that had given himself that favourite stamp. And the threat that we saw this morning, he delivered. And he did the majority of that work in the first 200 metres of the race. 5 seconds up on that world record pace. He gained another second in the latter stages. He deserves all the praise that he is going to get this evening.
I can't believe that swim. Absolutely remarkable. That world record has stood with good reason since 2013, set by Joseph Craig in Montreal at the World Championships. Records tumbling all over the pool in that one. Mark Malia sets a new world standard. 4:33.64. Yes, 4:33, the new standard. Andrei Trusov with silver. Inaki Basilov, and America's record, takes the bronze. Wow.
Well, what have the women got to follow that?
Yeah, follow that, ladies. No pressure. Unbelievable. Well, Errol Halevi cannot help but be inspired by what she's heard has just happened while she's been in that call room. She will know. And will it act as an inspiration as her teammate absolutely smashes the world record? Annie Palian for Russia goes in the other lane. Sabrina Duchesne of Canada is in 7. Chen Xuling of China goes in lane 2. And then it's distinctly American flavour in the middle lanes. Nora Meister took out heat number 1 this morning. Looked really, really strong to the Swiss. But then it was all about these 3 Americans. Julia Gaffney went with Meister for large stretches of that first heat before eventually winning it. And then in heat number 2, Halia Lettenberger of the US looked really strong, but a swimmer who really was in a class of her own this morning was Mackenzie Cohn of the US. 5:09.43. She does own the world record. Sorry, my apologies, doesn't own the world record. She's looking to earn the world record set by Jacqueline Franey in this pool in London all the way back in 2012. There's your start list, and it's a high-quality one. Palian, Chen, Gaffney, Cohn, Lettenberger, Meister, Duchesne, and Halevi. Women's 400 meters freestyle S7 final.
as the ladies get away, Chen Shuling of China in lane 2. They're the only athletes starting in the water. Everybody else going from the block with a variety of techniques, but that high stroke rate of Mackenzie Cohn, the freestyle specialist, trying to get ahead. She had a sizable lead after this morning's heat swims. She swam comfortably on her own, and she looked like she had plenty left in the tank. The world record in this event has stood to Jacqueline Frainie of Australia since the Paralympic Games were in this pool in London 7 years ago. It stands at 4:59.02. So Mackenzie Cohn could make a charge. That could be her individual challenge, but she'll be doing her best to drag her American compatriots with her. This is probably the first opportunity we've seen in the pool this week for an American 1, 2, 3, but there are people that will be trying to prevent that from happening. No more than Nora Meister of Switzerland. She swam very well this morning. She was in a head-to-head with Julia Gaffney, and she is the European champion, and she's turning there in third behind Cohn and Lettenberger in those center lanes.
Oh, an excellent start from Mackenzie Cohn, native of Maryland in the US. One of the best pre-race routines in the business. She plain Cheerios and peanut butter before she goes to the ready room. Has done since competing as an age group swimmer. Doesn't do it, she feels totally off.
Well, it works for her, so why would you stop? She has got a sizable lead over the rest of the field. 4.19 seconds up on her compatriot, Alia Lettenberger, there in lane 5, who's also going incredibly well. Nora Meister is still chasing for Switzerland, but just outside of her on her shoulder, it is Sabrina Duchesne of Canada in that shot also. Julia Gaffney, the other American in this field. We know that she has the potential to finish strongly.
Lettenberger's just starting to make her move here at this point in the race. 100 meters to go. It was a blanket behind Mackenzie Cohn. That's no longer the case. Lettenberger has struck out. Nora Meister now in second place. Or third place, I should say, with Julia Gaffney in fourth, about a second back. 2:31.76 at the halfway point then from Mackenzie Cohn. An even split would take her to around about 5 minute and 2 second mark, which is a very, very quick pace.
Yeah, there we see Lettenberger following Mackenzie Cohn. The Americans do have great pedigree in this S7 400 freestyle. They haven't lost a World Championships in this event since Durban 2006. Erin Popovich won. Wegerman, Mallory Wegerman, we saw her win that 50 fly. Then it was Courtney Jordan, twice a world champion. Before that lady there in your picture, Mackenzie Cohn, won the last World Championships in Mexico. Sometimes you get that, we've seen that. Sometimes you get this domestic strength within a category, within an event, and it just brings everybody on.
Your stats never fail to amaze me, Liz.
Well, I learned from the best. Paul Noble, in his absence, we miss him, but he's always there. Always taught me everything I know.
Mackenzie Cohn then, 100 meters to go. Lettenberger is closing the gap a touch. 3:51.51 for Mackenzie Cohn. Went off like a shot. She's not quite matched that pace over the next couple of 100 meters. Lettenberger in second place and comfortably in second place. Meister is breaking up the American dominance. She's well in front of Julia Gaffney here.
Oh, we did say, sorry Steve, we did say that the Swiss athlete would be the one that would be looking to spoil the party tonight. There's still 55 meters of a race to go, but it's looking like now she's given herself a sizable gap. But we've seen some challenges down that final 50 meters already this championships. Could there be another one?
Well, this is going to be a really, really incredible swim for Mackenzie Cohn. It's never the easiest thing swimming out on your own with a Paralympic champion from Rio. And finalist in London from 2012, is about to become the world champion once again. That is as commanding as it gets from Mackenzie Cohn. 5:09.58. Fantastic swim. Fraction slower than this morning, but absurdly consistent from Mackenzie Cohn. Ahelia Lettenberger will join her teammate on the podium. Mackenzie Cohn absolutely ecstatic with that swim. At the minute, the time has been given to Julia Gaffney for bronze, but I'm pretty sure Nora Meister is about to be upgraded once the result system corrects itself. Just wait for those official times. It's Cohn and Lettenberger first and second, that much we know. Beautiful shots here of the turns from Mackenzie Cohn, so consistent throughout that race. And yeah, confirmation of what we thought is an American 1-2 with a Swiss bronze going the way of Nora Meister. And Mackenzie Cohn, so dominant, so controlled. Fantastic gold medal.
Yeah, she really was in a race of her own there. Takes a lot of concentration when you're out in front to not let your stroke slip.
Especially in a long race like that when there's time to think in a 400. Fantastic result then for the USA. Mackenzie Cohn followed by Ahelia Lettenberger in an American 1-2. Nora Meister picks up the bronze. Julia Gaffney fourth. Shen Shuling with a fantastic swim, an Asian record. Only good enough for fifth though in this race. Such was the standard. Here we go with our next set of medal ceremonies.
London, please welcome the victory ceremony for the men's 200-metre individual medley.
Men's 200 IM SM10 presentation. There is Maxim Krypak. Fantastic performance from him. Our Dutch supporters are about to get a bit loud inside the venue here. Bronze in this ceremony, and 2 medals coming up in the next one as well.
Representing Netherlands, backstroke.
Goes from Hofwegen, picks up a bronze medal. Brilliant 5 minutes or so for the Dutch. Verstappen, my apologies. Picking up that bronze medal.
Representing Italy,
And this man is really having a fantastic championships. Stefano Raimondi, gold in the 50 silver in the 200 IM. Looked for a minute as if he was going to give Maxim Krypak a real worry down that final straight for the Ukrainian. Just held on. Raimondi is having a brilliant time of it in London though.
winner of the gold medal and London 2019 world champion, representing Ukraine, Maxim
Krypak. Another gold medal for his collection. Silver in the 200 IM in Rio. Gold in London, and he'll be looking to go for gold in Tokyo. Don't you worry about that. Fantastic performance from him.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Ukraine. Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Medalists comes together, Taken, Raimondi and Krypak. Will go some way to avenging that 4th place in the 50 freestyle. I'm sure he was very disappointed with last night. Fantastic performance tonight, though. More Dutch delight, double Dutch, in fact, on the podium. Really fantastic performance from this Dutch pair. Bianca Pat of Hungary will pick up the bronze medal. Did really well to get that as well. A lot of pressure on in that race for the bronze.
Yeah, she sneaked it in the final stages of the race.
It doesn't matter when you make your move, it just matters that you do.
Absolutely. Important to have those strong finishes. They always say swim through the wall.
Winner of the silver medal, representing Netherlands, Lisa Kluger.
Plenty of Dutch support in tonight, and they've enjoyed rather I should say, a really fantastic evening's entertainment.
Well, it took a European record to beat her. Lisa Kruger swam under the old European record to win that silver medal.
Yeah, it was a super performance from Lisa Kruger. Chantal Zienfeld cannot stop beaming on that podium. This means an awful lot. She is a world champion. Got her own personalised flag in the crowds. And this is the moment that Chantal Zienfeld will remember for a very long time. The moment she became the world champion. And we'll hear
Ladies and gentlemen,
Netherlands national anthem.
of Netherlands. Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
And look what it means to the two Dutch girls.
They so often share a podium, both brilliant breaststroke swimmers as well.
Well, the night is set to continue. We are not done yet. We've still got some fantastic races to come. Next up, we'll be seeing a modern-day legend of the sport go for gold in London once more in Ihar Burki. And this S13 final is about to get underway. Out come the athletes, starting with Gabriel Stein of Norway. loose and relaxed. Kirill Pankov, another of the young crop of Uzbeki swimmers. Enrique Alhambra. Late 7th to Spain. Kirilo Garaschenko gave Boki a bit of a ride yesterday in the backstroke. Goes in lane 3 in this backstroke event. Alex Portal well backed by the French supporters inside the aquatic centre here. Alexei Virchenko of Ukraine goes in lane 3. Nicolas Turbide of Canada goes in lane 5. How close can he get to the great man, Ihar Boki of Belarus, who just loves it inside this pool. Pankov, Garaschenko, Virchenko, Boki, Turbide, Portal, Alhambra, and Stein. The men's 100-metre backstroke S13 final. And as ever, with a race with this man in it, it is a simple question: can anyone stop Ihar Boki? They all believe they can. Now's the moment they've got to back it up.
Take your marks.
Ihar Boki always gets away well. Great underwater work, but kept company there by Nicolas Turbide of Canada. He was the best of the rest this morning, up there, 1 lane up from Boki in lane 5. Ihar Boki cruised the heat this morning, as we've known that he does. Turbide would hope to have gone a bit quicker into this morning, he said, but we see him there being tapped by that tap of stick, the only athlete in this field using that tap of stick. It's so difficult for these athletes to see the flags when they've got a visual impairment with the way that the lights shine, but off that turn, Ihar Boki, that's where he put the space between him and the rest of the field. And Turbide of Canada going well here for second, and currently in the bronze medal position is Alexei Virchenko of Ukraine.
But underneath the flags they go. It's going to be another gold medal for Ihar Boki in a very, very good time to 57.73. Ihar Boki has done it again, unstoppable in this pool. Nicolas Turbide takes a very good silver medal. It's bronze for Alexei Virchenko, but Ihar Boki does it once again. You almost, Liz, run out of superlatives to describe him.
Yeah, he's such a dominant force across the board. He's got great technique, great freestyle, great backstroke, great butterfly, can cover the distances, and he just time and time again delivers.
His record really is frightening. The amount of results, the amount of medals he's won.
He got 7 gold medals in Mexico City. He got 6 gold medals in Glasgow. There is that result for the men's 100 backstroke S15. Ihar Boki confirmed as the champion for Belarus. Nicolas Turbide with a great silver for Canada, and Alexei Virchenko of Ukraine taking the bronze.
Well, we're expecting a far closer race in the women's event here. This was exceptionally tight this morning. Anastashenko going in lane 8 should tell you all you need to know about what we're expecting from this event. Colleen Young operates in lane 1. USA have enjoyed a good night. She'll hopefully continue that from their perspective. Katja Dedekins for the Aussies goes in 7th. Here's Shokshan Kontoshpalatova of Uzbekistan. breakout swimmer from Uzbekistan. Hope to inspire her teammate that we'll see in a moment. It's Daria Pikolova of Russia. Here is the second Uzbeki athlete, Nigarakon Mirzokodova, who goes next to her teammate in lane 3. The familiar figure of Carlotta Gili goes in lane 5 for Italy, who are having some night here. Or will it be Gia Pergolini of the USA who ends on top of the podium? The women's 100-metre backstroke S13 final then. Young, Tosh-Palatova, Mirzokodova, Pergolini, Gili, Pikolova, Dedekind and Shvetsenko. Concentration on the face of Gili.
Well, all athletes are way well there, and their best start did come from the Uzbekistan athlete in lane 3, Mirzokodova. That white cap up and into the lead, but it will be Gia Pergolini of USA and Carlotta Gili will be looking to chase. They are the silver medalist and gold medalist respectively from Mexico. The American looking to topple the Italian this time round. As they come into the wall, not a lot to separate the athletes, only 0.36 separating the top 3 as we head for home down this final 50 metres.
Well, Mirzokodova got an amazing underwater off the wall there, and she got away really clean into the back 50. Just been caught up now by Pergolini. Gili not too far away, and with 15 metres to go, look how close this one is. Impossible to call at this stage. Gili starting to turn it on in lane number 5. Is she going to pick Pergolini? It's between those two. Gili to the wall, and she gets there. Italy's golden night continues. Carlotta Gili is another world champion in Italian blue, a championship record to boot. Gia Pergolini picks up silver for the USA. It's a fantastic bronze for Uzbekistan's Nigarakon Mirzokodova. But Carlotta Gili just had the strength to pull away in the final 10 metres. Into the red zone and into the wall. There was not much in it. But what a finish from the Italian. Just along our row. Yeah, the Italian broadcasters look like they can't quite believe what they're watching. What a night it's been for Italy. Here come these results then. Carlotta Gili touches out Gia Pergolini. Nigarakon Mirzokodova picks up a fantastic bronze for Uzbekistan. What a night.
Well, that race went right to the wire. Carlotta Gili burst onto the scene at the last World Championships. Now everybody knows who she is, and she delivered.
Yeah, didn't she just? So many championship records coming as well. It just shows how quick the standards got. And we talk about a close race. Well, this one was on a knife edge. Eventually, there's your champion, Dmitry Zalai of Belarus. Yaroslav Denisenko will pick up a bronze medal. Another medal for him in this competition. Already been on top of the podium. This time we'll have to settle for bronze.
Representing Ukraine, Yaroslav Denisenko.
Good to see our resplendent-looking medal bearers there, sharply dressed. Young swimmers from Flitwick Dolphins, just up the road, just north of London.
Great opportunity for them to get close to the athletes.
All part of that word legacy that we use all the time regarding this pool.
Absolutely.
What a moment for this young man, Stephen Clegg. First time on a world podium. He'll be hoping it's not his last. A silver medal, a brilliant silver medal. It was so close to being a gold. There's Dmitry Salai of Belarus using every possible inch of experience to claw his way to the wall just in front. For Dmitry Salai, a fantastic result. He was in 4 finals here in 2012. 7 years on, tops the podium in a world final. His previous best was a gold in the S13 class back in Beijing in this race. And here he is, a good 11 years later, still doing it at the highest level.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Belarus.
It won't be the first time we hear the Belarusian anthem tonight.
Well, it will be the first, it won't be the last.
Too sharp for me, Liz Johnson. How it should be. Won't be the last time we hear the Belarusian anthem tonight.
There you go.
Ihar Boki will be up shortly to collect his gold medal with his fellow countryman Dmitry Salai with a fantastic swim to take the win there. Here comes the ceremony for men's 100-metre backstroke S14. This was a great race. So much intrigue heading into it. No one really knew where that gold medal would go. And in the end, it's gone to Vyacheslav Emeliantsev, back on top of the world, as he was in Glasgow in 2015. That breakout championships that he had, where he looked almost unstoppable. Didn't look great in the freestyle on night one. This was the Emeliantsev that we know. But what a moment it is for this young man, Louis Lawler. Almost grins in spite of himself. His first world medal on international debut. An incredible moment for him.
Absolutely, and to be sharing the podium with his compatriots, it always makes it a little bit extra special. Louis Lawler there, Great Britain, taking the bronze medal.
Yeah, Jordan Catchpole of Great Britain with the silver. Two silvers in Dublin on debut last year. And silver at the World Championships a year later. Fantastic swim from him. His gold medalist, and wasn't he fantastic, Vyacheslav Emeliantsev.
Representing Russian Federation, Vyacheslav Emeliantsev.
A deserved World Championship gold medal there for the Russian on his comeback to national competition.
Yeah, they have been something of an unknown quantity, Russia, heading into this championships, but their medal total tells you they are just as dangerous as they once were.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Russian Federation. Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Well, lots of respect on the podium. And the two British athletes share a warm embrace as well.
You can't hang about for too long on that podium to get your photo, can you? The next ceremony is hot on the heels.
It's almost like the Oscars, isn't it? They get sort of musicked off by the fanfare. And a couple more Brits are on the podium. Jessica Jane Applegate and the gold medalist Bethany Firth, joined by Valeria Shabalina.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing
A top performance from Jessica Jane.
Jessica Jane Applegate.
A brilliant backstroker. Not yet had her favourite event, which is where she'll be looking to top the podium, which is the fly.
But 2 from 2 medal-wise, she's not doing too badly.
Can't complain. As we said a little bit earlier on, wouldn't surprise me to see these three rotating through the medals throughout the course of this week.
Winner of the silver medal, representing Russian Federation, Valeria Shabalina.
Valeria Shabalina picks up her silver. She won the freestyle event yesterday, over 200 metres. But still unstoppable. Over 100 metres on the backstroke is Bethany Firth. Been the Paralympic champion at both of the 2 previous games, Rio and in this pool in London. And it's still a special feeling for Great Britain's Bethany Firth, who is a world champion once more. Looks in great form this week, is Bethany. Another 2 medals for Britain. They're having a great night, the hosts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Great Britain. Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Another successful day at the office for those 3 athletes in your picture.
Yeah, all smiles on the podium as well, as they pose for the photographs.
We've said it before, it's always nice to see 3 athletes on the podium that are happy with the result.
Okay then, I know an event that you like here, Liz. The S11s are in action to close out the show here for the individual races tonight. The men's and the women's 100-metre backstroke for the S11s on the way. A reminder for those unfamiliar, the S11 athletes are totally blind swimming this race. They swim with blacked-out goggles to ensure fair competition, and no light perception is permitted. They will utilise tappers at both ends of the pool to help them turn and to help them finish. Extraordinary athletes, our S11 athletes.
Yeah, I think there's always a lot of excitement involved in these S11 races because the result can really come from anywhere. There's so many variables. If they hit the lane rope or they go off course or they clatter with each other, so many things can change how the race pans out. And so we see it very often that actually there's some very tight finishes because they're all swimming to a limit. They don't know where the other athletes are around them. So every time they get in the water, they have to go as fast as they can. It's a race against the clock.
Well, the crowd are still enjoying themselves here in London, which is fantastic to see. And the tactics of an S11 race quite interesting. They use obviously guides which aren't visual. So for example, the lane rope is a useful guide when swimming backstroke. But what happens when two swimmers choose the same lane rope? It can get a touch congested. Here comes Marco Menezes of Portugal, led out by one of his coaches, Marriott. He's got the important job of tapping him home. This is Hryhorij Zutulav of Belarus, followed by Wojciech Makowski of Poland. Jamie McClure of Australia goes in lane 2. Zhang Bowen of China is next out, going through lane 6. Viktor Smirnov of Ukraine goes in lane 3. Looked excellent earlier on, really swam well. So this young man, Roger Dorsman of the Netherlands, the Dutch support still out here in force in London. And here comes the man who was quickest through, enjoying the moment, Mark Gunnarsson of Iceland. Five swimmers here in the middle lanes, all within a second of each other this morning.
Told you it's close and exciting.
Well, we hope so.
Lots of potential here.
Here we go then. Zutulav, McClure, Smirnov, Gunnarsson, Dorsman, Zhang, Makowski, Menezes. The men's 100 metres backstroke S11 final.
Start so important for these S11 athletes, making sure that they come up and find that lane rope, claim their spot, because the way that they sense the direction is they get as close as they can and then they brush up against it with the side of their lat. That's the best way that they can control the direction, because there we can see a bit of wobbling around in the middle of the pool. Sometimes that can be the difference for these athletes, but it's very tight. As we come into this 50-metre turn, the tappers are armed and ready, and Viktor Smirnov goes off over the legend. He's been so successful, the Ukrainian, in this category over the years. He turned first, but there really is not a lot to choose from between any of the athletes here. And the turn there that Roger Dorsman had He used that underwall well. He had the best back on the lane rope, but here we can see he's getting a bit of a tangle, and it's allowing Smirnov to come back at him.
Yeah, there comes Smirnov then towards the finish. This is going to be very, very tight. It looks like he has the jump as they come to the wall. Is he going to get there? Yes, he is. European champion turns world champion. Viktor Smirnov of Ukraine just gets the jump on Roger Dorsman of the Netherlands, who claims a fine silver medal. It's bronze for Iceland, and Mark Gunnarsson with a really good swim. Reactions, as you might expect, a touch delayed. We're waiting for the noise to subside so the coaches can let them know the good news.
And there we just see just how an S11 event can pan out. Dorsman was streets ahead off the turn. He had a brilliant turn, a brilliant underwater, but just that tangle, tussle with the lane rope can really slow you down, disorientate you, and it's all about who manages to get through that 100-meter course first. And least affected, I think, by the other variables that are considered.
No hat for Smirnov, and remember, this result does remain unofficial until all the goggles checks are completed. And a lovely moment between Viktor and his coach there. He is a world champion once again, Viktor Smirnov. Real legend of the sport, so many medals down the years. Was competing all the way back in Beijing, Durban, Athens. His list goes on and on and on. Took a gold medal here in London in 2012 in the butterfly. He's got positive memories of this pull. He's done it again, the Ukrainian. 109.07 the winning time. Roger Dorsman of the Netherlands in silver. Mark Gunnarsson takes the bronze ahead of the reigning world champion Wojciech Makowski in fourth. Our final individual race of the evening then. And we're going to have a really entertaining relay to close us out, by the way. Two more fantastic races coming up for you tonight. Via Polikarpova of Russia, first out for the women here. Tomomi Ishiura of Japan on her road to Tokyo. Yang Xiaotong is next out. She'll go in lane 7. Anastasia Shevchenko completes the outer lane lineup. In the middle lanes, it was very, very close. Kylie Wen went 123. A couple of slight errors with herself in the lane rope in the heats, but she'll be hoping to amend those tonight. Irina Podubna, another fantastic Ukrainian BI swimmer. And here's another, Katerina Tkachuk. Goes in lane 5. Was the second quickest earlier on. Here was the fastest in a championship record time, 1:18.54. The current world record holder, Wang Xinyi of China. She set that world record in Glasgow this year at the World Series. And she got another one in a locker tonight. Here's the final start list then. Ishiura, Shevchenko, Podubna, Wang, Tkachuk, Kai, Zhang and Polikarpova. The women's 100 metres backstroke S11 final. Familiar placement of Marina Podubna. No chances taken. Slow start from Wang Xinyi, the world record holder.
Padubna got away well there, but the best start was coming from Kai Luen of China up in lane 6. We see there Padubna with that hat pulled right over her goggles to stop them falling off. She's going well. She was in emphatic form last night in the 50-meter freestyle, and here she goes again, utilizing that speed, this time on her back, to lead out these swimmers as they come to the flags, which bear no relevance at all in an event like this, but those tapping sticks, they are important. And it is Wang, the world record holder, that actually sneaks the turn. She got a better turn, she came away well. Both athletes found their lane rope, and now they have to kick and head for home.
Yeah, never an easy turn. Padubna ate one in the face there from the tapper, but she's ploughing on regardless. Can she stop the world record holder, Wang Xinyi of China? She's just come into a class of her own, really, on this back 50. Silver and bronze are up in the air. The gold medal looks set in stone. It's going to be a really quick time, this, from Wang. How quick is it going to be? Are we going to see another world record? Yes, we are! Wang Xinyi of China, 116.4. Magnificent. Wonderful work from Wang Xinyi. Not sure if she knows yet, but she will. A fantastic performance. And as with any S11 world record and time in general, that is subject to ratification. They will have to conduct the goggle check. And once they've done that, if it stands, it's a brand new world record for Wang Xinyi, as well as a world title. What a swim, Liz. Another one down. They're dropping like flies, these world records.
Yeah, she threatened it this morning, less than a second off the world record in her heat. And there we see, again, an example of just how these S11s, they don't have the luxury that other athletes get of cruising a heat, because they have no bearing. They obviously cannot see anything. Therefore, they don't know where their competitors are. They can't rely on feel in terms of pacing, because whilst they'll know what pace they're going, they won't know what everyone else is doing.
Well, this is the moment that will confirm that world record. A polite nod from the coach, and delight for Wang Xinyi of China. Fantastic swim. Smile on her face. She's a world champion, and she's broken her own world record. What a night.
And there they are, the official results are in. There is a disqualification from lane 8. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause. That's another big
Confirmation of that time. Disqualification for Sofia Polikarpova of Russia. So those results are now in. Wang Xinyi, a world record in 116.4. What a swim. Second and change off her old one. Katerina Tkachuk takes silver. Marina Padubna the bronze. Well, it's been a golden night for Italy. And they're about to crown another champion here. Giola Trimi, the gold medalist in the women's 100 meter freestyle S4.
The medals and gifts will be presented by Global Partnership Manager, Allianz SE, Katrina Böhm. Winner of the bronze medal, representing Australia, Rachel Watson.
Rachel Watson of Australia there being awarded a bronze medal. She performed well in that final. She came in ranked 4th and stepped it up a level to get herself onto this podium.
Yeah, had a bit of drama today, Rachel Watson. Originally DQ'd in the heats, that was overturned on appeal. Made her way into the final, made her way onto the podium.
There we see Peng Yiping of China picking up brilliant silver medal. All smiles.
Winner of the gold medal and London 2019 world champion, representing Italy.
Another gold medal then for Italy. 3rd one of the night so far, there's still one more to come. And maybe even another. We've still got the relay to come where Italy looked good. It's been a phenomenal night for the Italians.
Yep, this lady will be getting ready for that relay after this national anthem of Italy.
Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
A big smile on Ayola Trini's face. And as Liz rightly mentioned, can't celebrate it for too long. Got to go get prepared for a relay in a few moments' time.
Well, she's safe in the knowledge that so have the other 2 ladies either side of her. So all 3 of these ladies playing an important part in the 20-point relay for their countries.
Here comes the ceremony for the men's 20-meter freestyle S4. There is the new world record holder, Roman Zhidanov. What a fantastic performance it was from the Russian. Jo Ji-sung takes the bronze medal. And he looks absolutely delighted with that.
Winner of the silver medal, representing Japan,
Takayuki Suzuki still looks a touch disappointed. He would have been gutted to see his world record go. He would have really fancied himself for gold here. But he allows himself a smile and a wave at the crowds. He'll be back. But he now knows the challenge that this man presents. Roman Zhidanov, a world record and a gold medal for the young Russian. Russia's fantastic night continues as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Russian Federation. Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Well, a great performance from young Zhdanov, who is fresh-faced to say the least, the youngster. A nice moment on the podium for all the athletes there, posing with their medals. Well, a fantastic night so far. The individual races have provided so much entertainment. They've also provided us another 5 world records. Now it's the turn of the relays. It's time to have some fun, ladies and gents. This is the mixed 4x50 medley relay 20 points final. For those not familiar, the 20 points is simply an arbitrary number to give teams a target of classification points they can hit. For example, if they use 4 S5 swimmers, they will use 20 points. They can use 20, they cannot use 21. They can use less, they cannot use more. So as an example, to take the team in lane 1, Kazakhstan, they're using an S5, an SB5, an S6 and an S4 swimmer, totaling 20 points. You can really mix it up. Take Australia, S3, SB3, S10 and S4. It's all part of the tactics. We'll have different athletes, different genders, different classifications, different strokes, so many variables for this relay. Well, here come Australia, half of the team, as they'll start at the start end of the pool. Up at the other end is the other half. That's Grant Patterson, Ahmed Kelly, Jasmine Greenwood and Rachel Watson. For Kazakhstan, Yazbek Daliev, Natalia Zvigantsieva, Yerzhan Selimgareev and Zulfia Gabdalina make up their team. Here comes Spain. Miguel Martinez, Antoni Ponce-Bertran, Judith Royo and Teresa Perales. For Brazil, the smiling face of Daniel Diaz leads them out, alongside Roberto Rodriguez, Estefany Rodriguez, and
Joanna De Silva. Brazilians have a lot of names, don't they?
So many names to work through there for Joanna. Here comes Russia. Igor Plotnikov, Andrei Granichka, Anastasia Diodorova and Natalia Butkova. And then Italy, good team, this Italian one. Antonio Fantini, Efren Morelli, Giulia Tezzi and Angiola Trimi. Fresh from winning that gold medal. Here comes China. Wang Lixiao, Song Lingling, Wang Xingang and Peng Qiping. The Chinese team gunning for gold here. And then the quickest seeds and the current world record holders from last year's European Championships, Ukraine. They slightly altered their lineup from this morning. Denis Ostapenko will go first, followed by Yelizaveta Mereshko, Yaroslav Semenenko and Anna Hontar will anchor the Ukrainian team. Here we go then, the mixed 4x50 medley relay 20 points final. Kazakhstan, Brazil, Italy, Ukraine, China, Russia, Spain and Australia. Welcome to the madness.
Well, this is going to be an exciting race. The lead really could come from anywhere and change a number of times. There we see in lane 5 the best start coming from Igor Plotnikov. He is an S5 swimmer. He's put out their backstroke. We can see here a lot of male backstrokers. Butterfly leg keeps being employed. That yellow cap of Daniel Diaz going strong. He's got company in Antonio Fantini of Italy, the S6 swimmer for them, leading as we go. The Chinese handover, Zhong Linling. She is a breaststroke world champion from Mexico. She lost that crown here, but she's got a great breaststroke to take these Chinese athletes down. Roberto Rodriguez for Brazil. He was the world champion way back in Montreal in 2013. He's going strongly. It is for Italy, Efrem Morelli, the SB3 athlete that's holding chase. And up there, still going strongly, are the Russians in lane 6. It's Andrei Grinishka, the SB5 champion from last night.
Well, what a championships Grinishka is having, and what a man to be able to sling into a breaststroke leg of a relay. Russia have gone for about 4th to 1st. They lead by quite a gap over Brazil, who were taken to the wall fantastically there by Rodriguez. Handing over to another Rodriguez as Estefani takes over on the fly leg.
This is where we will see these tactics now coming to play. Wang Yingyang of China on the fly leg for them. They're going strongly. Anastasia Didorova, the S6 athlete for Russia, cementing their 2nd place. And here comes Giulia Terzi of Italy, that blue cap that we keep seeing. She is trying to hold on to that bronze medal position and give Ariola Trimi the best chance to chase down the lead that is opening up down this final 50 meters.
Well, this lead is absolutely gigantic for China. Can they hold it into the finish in lane 5? It's Peng Qiping leading them home. Already had a fantastic night as Peng. It could be about to get even better. Keep an eye on the clock, by the way. We're on for an absolutely monstrous world record. It was 2:39. It is now 2:32. Goodness me. It looks like it's going to be silver for Italy, who have finished so strongly. Or will it be in lane 4, Ukraine, who came out of nowhere? Think Russia might have lost a medal there. They were in a silver medal position going into the freestyle. They might be nudged all the way out of it. We'll bring you those results as soon as we get them. It's oh so close. But wowie, what a swim from China. 2:32. An absolutely fantastic team effort. Our 6th world record of the night. What an effort from China. And if the results that we're seeing at the moment are right, Russia have been nudged out. It's silver to Italy as their fantastic night continues, and bronze to Ukraine, led home by Anna Honta.
Well, we saw there just how important these tactics and these combinations can be. Some teams have the luxury of substituting athletes, which is what we saw from the Ukrainians and the Chinese, that depth within their squad. Some have to go with what they've got available to them, and it was Russia who finished off with a female S4 who just got touched out by the Ukrainians' S7 female athlete. So you see the difference there. But China, they were so strong throughout that entire race.
In particular, on that fly leg, Wang Xingang going on that fly was absolutely flying. They were in just about joint first as they turned at the halfway point, but on that fly leg he was gunning it down, and all of a sudden they'd opened up a near 20-meter lead.
Yeah, we saw him go well in the freestyle heats this morning. He was a bronze medalist at the last 2 Paralympic Games in the fly, so exciting prospects later in the week.
We'll keep an eye on him for sure. But a wonderful moment for China, a world record winning relay. I've just taken a look at the Italian team down below us. They're all absolutely delighted with a silver medal. And here comes the victory ceremony. Another one. We honour our athletes, and this was a fantastic race. Really was an absolutely magnificent performance. Maybe the swim of the night from Mark Malia of Israel.
I wonder if it's sunk in yet. He looked shocked when he touched that wall.
Who wouldn't be when they saw that time? An absolutely ginormous world record. Broke it by the best part of 6 seconds. Before that though, here's the bronze medal going to Argentina. A great swim from Inaki Basilov. Swam an America's record in receiving that bronze medal. Fantastic effort from him.
Winner of the silver medal, representing Ukraine, Andre Tuzov.
Fantastic swim for Ukraine as well. As Andrei Trusov receives the silver medal.
Winner of the gold medal and London 2019 world champion, representing Israel, Mark Malia.
But this is all about Mark Malia of Israel. An incredible swim. The old record, 4:39.14, and it had stood for a while, since 2013. And Mark Malia wiped it out to go 4:33.64. Stunning.
Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
I'm not sure it's quite sunk in yet for Mark Malia.
Well, he deserves to enjoy the victory for a while. It was an incredibly impressive performance. Heats and finals.
Yeah, quite possibly the performance of the championship so far. Mark Malia, a truly incredible win. And it deserves to be celebrated. An American 1-2 now follows on the podium.
Representing Switzerland.
Before that, though, we have a Swiss medal for Nora Meister, who picks up the bronze. Great performance from Nora. Break up the 3 American girls in the centre lanes.
The silver medal, representing United States of America,
Hayla Lattenberger picks up a very strong silver medal. Quite a way back from Mackenzie Cohn, but there's no shame in that, such was the quality of Mackenzie Cohn's swim. A silver medal is a silver medal.
And London 2019 World Champion, representing United States of America, Mackenzie Cohn.
And that familiar big beaming smile of Mackenzie Cohn was put upon us again by the American. Genuinely delighted with her swim, and so she should be. Another American gold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
First,
national anthem
Mackenzie
of
Cohn.
United States of America.
Team USA very pleased with their efforts tonight. Another bunch of medals to add to their collection following their great evening on night number one. Got quite a few medal ceremonies to rattle through at the end of the night here. First up is the 100-metre backstroke for the S13s. Starting with the men.
And now the victory ceremony for the men's 100-metre backstroke.
Bocchi steps up to claim another gold medal. Wouldn't be surprised if he leaves footprints treading that path by the end of the week.
Bronze medal representing Ukraine, Alexei.
Virchenko picks up the bronze medal for Ukraine. They're having a very good meet, Ukraine, without picking up a wealth of gold medals. They're consistently on the podium.
They do have great decks, and they always bring these youngsters into the fold, and they always perform.
Canadian Nicolas Turbine picks up his silver medal. He gave Bocchi a pretty good run for his money, in fairness, in the Canadian. Really did go well.
Dipped under that 60-second mark to win that silver medal. He has every right to be smiling.
Bocchi always seems to keep everything in check. He'll permit himself a small smile as he claims another gold medal at this championships, and in this pool he could well be into double figures by the end of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Belarus. Championship medalists.
Rihar Boki had his moment. It's now time for Carlotta Judy to have hers.
London, please welcome the victory ceremony for the women's 100-meter backstroke S13. The medals and gifts will be presented by Chair of the World Power Swimming Sport Technical Committee, Jane D. Blaine. The winner of the bronze medal, representing Uzbekistan, Nigarokon Mozokidova.
What a swim it was from Nigarokon Mozokidova. Superb swim. And you can tell by the youth in her face, she has not been doing this an awful long time. No doubt inspired by the swimmer in the same class and the same race, Shokshan Kontosh Balatova. A really fantastic bronze medal for Shokidova.
Representing United States of America, Gia Povolini.
Gia Pegoloni, there of the United States of America, repeating her silver medal from 2 years ago in Mexico. With a great swim there, she challenged Carlotta Judy all the way to the wall.
Winner of the gold medal and London 2019 world champion, representing Italy, Carlotta Judy.
There's the winning moment for Carlotta Judy. Another gold medal for Italy, their fourth of the night, a championship record as well for Carlotta. And none of the Italians have left, they've stayed in the crowd. And they'll be waving those flags and clapping their hands in Germany.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Italy. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Not for the first time tonight, and certainly not for the last time in this competition. The claps and the cheers and the olés accompanying the Italian national anthem. They are having a wonderful World Championships. Next ceremony is for the men's 100 backstroke S11. Ukrainian gold in this one.
And now the victories
The Dutch supporters have stayed behind to cheer on their silver medalist, Roger Dorsman. Kuzminov, terrific in his swim. Mark Gunnarsson picks up Iceland's first medal of the competition. And he looks absolutely delighted at the news that he's getting a mascot. Genuine playing there. Breaking the knees. Getting a big ovation from those clad in Netherlands orange.
Winner of the gold medal and London 2019 World Champion, representing Ukraine, Victor Smirnov.
Well, Victor Smirnov swam a really terrific race. He's won plenty of medals. He's been doing this for an awful long time now, since the mid-2000s. Still going strong, still on top of the world. Here comes the Ukraine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of Ukraine. Give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Well, the final celebrations between all three athletes. Hugs for Gunnarson and Dorsman. Lovely to see. And here come the women for the 100 backstroke S11.
And now the victory ceremony for the women.
Including the world record breaker, Wang Xinyi of China.
Winner of the bronze medal, representing Ukraine, Marina Podubna.
Marina Podubna picks up another world medal, this time bronze. Used to picking up medals of a different colour. Strong swim from Marina Podubna.
Winner of the silver medal, representing Ukraine, Katerina Dayton.
And two Ukrainians are on the podium. This is Katerina Tkachuk receiving silver for Ukraine. But in reality, these two Ukrainians were blown away by an incredible world record-breaking swim from Wang Xinyi of
Winner of the gold
China.
medal and London 2019 World Champion, representing People's Republic of China, Wang Xinyi.
Wonderful moment for Wang, world champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of People's Republic of China. London, give it up for your World Championship medalists.
Oh, a lovely moment for Wang. One of 6 world records broken tonight. And here comes our final ceremony of the night. And we're about to hear that Chinese anthem again.
The victory ceremony for the mixed 4x50 meter medley 20 points relay.
With our relay medalists. Squeeze everyone onto the podium. And everything just about works out all right.
Winners of the bronze medal, Ukraine.
Bronze medalists are Ukraine, the previous world record holders. Looked fantastic in the heats this morning. Then a couple of changes for the final tonight. Didn't quite pay off as they might have hoped. But a World Championship bronze never to be sniffed at for Denis Ostapchenko, Elizaveta Mareshko, Yaroslav Semenenko, and Anna Honta. I think Elizaveta Mareshko has just told
Semenenko,
her teammate Yaroslav that, well, I'm keeping that, as soon as they give it to me.
she's got enough of her own.
Yeah, that's not wrong. Here come Italy. They have had such a good night, crowned off with the silver in the relay. Antonio Fantini, Efrem Morelli, Giulia Tezzi, and Agiola Trimi. They've had fantastic individual nights, they've had a fantastic team night. Having a great World Championships.
We keep saying it, but they had a brilliant Mexico 2017 World Championships, and they seem to have just picked up where they left off on this world stage.
The caveat with that, of course, was we wondered, yes, there's a lot of different nations not here. Maybe that was tipping the scales a little bit too much, but it seemed to be the case. And a fantastic result for China, a world record relay. Wang Likao led them out. Song Ling took the breaststroke. Wang Jingpan with an outstanding fly leg. And then Peng Qiping, lightning quick on the freestyle. They shattered the old world record by the best part of 7 seconds. The medals and mascots handed out. Now just time for one
Ladies and
more
gentlemen, the
national
national
anthem.
anthem of People's Republic of China.
There is the lineup for our relay podium: Ukraine, Italy and China.
Very entertaining race to finish off the evening.
It's been a very entertaining evening.
It has.
We thought night one would take some topping. Well, I might be a little bit biased, but I think night two might have done it. It was absolutely brilliant tonight. So many wonderful races, 6 brand new world records, so many new world champions crowns. And as the Italians pack their flags away, they'll be back tomorrow waving them just as high, I'm sure. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves, ladies and gents. I know we certainly have. It's been an absolutely fantastic night here in London. Still got plenty more to come. We're still only on day 2. Still 5 more days left. As the crowd make their way out, we hope you've enjoyed tonight. We leave you with these pictures from a truly celebratory night here in London.
There, that very first night of the race of the night even, Boriardo. The Italians started strongly, gold medal to start the night, world record in race 3. Another world record there for Alice Ty. Seems so long ago since all this action happened.
There's 6 world records tumbling. Chantal Ziedeveld couldn't believe it, neither could her family up in the stands here. This was maybe the closest race of the night. Dimitri Salai just touching out Stephen Clegg for gold. And then it was our women's S14's Bethany Firth thanking the heavens for her performance as she claimed another gold in this London pool. Mackenzie Cohn was terrific and dominant in the 400. And then we ended with a sensational world record in the 20-point 4x50 medley relay for China. Ladies and gentlemen, we've loved your company tonight. We can't wait to join you again tomorrow. Myself and Liz, good night.